racism?
I don't do racism.
Yeah.
For free?
For the free?
For free?
I changed the racism gang.
How'd you change it?
I don't know.
Wait, you flipped it on its head.
Yeah.
That's racism.
Eduardo made a whole new slur.
Yeah.
They thought about racism differently when you came in?
Yep. When I came into the game,
The whole game just flipped.
I flipped the racism on its head.
Well, welcome to today's JWP podcast episode. Today I'm joined with your usual hosts, Deven and Eduardo, and we're also joined with Tyler today.
Hello, hello.
What's up?
Alright. Today we got some crazy stuff that's happening in the world, right?
True.
Some crazy stuff.
Some anime stuff. I don't know if we
lot
ever
of
talked about this
stuff.
on the podcast, but Hunter x Hunter Returning.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you talk about that?
No, we never did.
No, we actually never did.
Yeah. So Hunter x Hunter came back, was that a month ago? Couple
Was
weeks
it a
ago?
month ago? It was like 2 weeks ago.
It was
wasn't
like
it?
2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I think another heavy hitter came back as well.
Hunter
Oh,
x Hunter
yeah.
coming back was
And
crazy because what happened before? I think something else happened before that. It was like, well, in general, this year's been pretty nutty. You got Bleach coming back when no one thought it would come back. Chainsaw Man's getting an anime.
Spy Family's
Mob
popping
Psycho's
up.
coming back when no one thought Mob Psycho was coming back either.
True.
And then Hunter x Hunter coming back as well. And then just recently, like as of recording today, like yesterday, Berserk came
Berserk,
back.
Yeah, Berserk.
Berserk.
Everything's just coming back.
Yeah, it's crazy. There's only one more thing I'm waiting. I'm waiting on Vagabond's return.
That's what I'm waiting for.
I'm just saying,
Isn't
bro. It's
that-
convenient that all this happened once One Piece wanted to like.
Oh, yeah.
The-
because
it's another,
there's
it's
a lot of
another big
hiatus.
news, yeah.
Yeah.
One Piece is entering their final arc, so he's gonna take a month break.
Like, oh, One
Gave
Piece
us,
is that.
gave us
Alright,
like
good.
Thanos like soul for a soul.
Well,
Equivalent
it's like
exchange.
I think Shonen Jump is like, we're losing One Piece. Hunter Togashi, can you come back? He can come back. All right, bet, bet, bet.
And
You
Berserk.
only- you only-
Oh,
yeah.
You only need 6 chapters. That's it. Just drop 6 chapters.
Just, we're chilling.
That's all we need.
Honestly, just drop 1. We're chilling.
If you drop one every year, we're eating.
Yeah.
We're eating.
Twitter is very interesting that day. It was very fun to be on
For
Twitter.
sure.
There was people like I didn't even know watched anime. They were posting shit on there. Like
About Togashi?
well, like there's a couple that like we've already talked about previously that we didn't know watch anime, but they ended up watching anime. And there's like some that I know personally, like outside of y'all, that like I thought they would never watch anime, and they're posting shit about that.
Yeah.
I'm like, this. It really goes to show how society's shifting towards like enjoying anime. It's not just like the cringe thing to watch anymore.
Yeah.
I feel that. I think Hunter x Hunter is also like another like kind of like mainstream like
Naruto.
so, like it's like the
or
Dragon Ball. Like I watch
yeah.
Hunter x Hunter. Am I
Very
really
much.
watching anime? But like
Yeah, you are.
yeah, you
But, like-
are. But like that's some I know like Hunter x Hunter is like kind of in that mainstream view set.
Well, it's like
now.
Yeah.
even like Pokemon. Like people don't consider Pokemon anime; it's just a cartoon, even though it's the Pokemon.
That's only because of the way we perceived it when we were little.
Yeah.
It aired on like Cartoon Network.
Yeah. I
No
don't
one,
think
no one
Pokemon's
was thinking
in
like this is
Pokemon and Bakugan and like Beyblade, those shows are in the same category. I think Dragon Ball and Naruto and like Hunter x Hunter are different though, because they're like entry level animes that most everyone watches. It's like if you've watched anime, you've probably seen one of those, most likely.
Mhm.
But another thing was funny about the Hunter x Hunter thing is that like Togashi just came back and like he had some like random number assortment on Twitter, and everyone he had like 2 million followers in one day, just like ratioed Twitter from just appearing.
Yeah.
And all he
it's-
did was post a picture of like the bottom corner of
Yeah.
the page. And it's like,
And then, like,
6 more chapters.
It's like the king has returned.
It was
He
either-
said, like,
Yeah, he was just like one chapter down or something.
I think he said
there
like
you
for
go.
now 6 more or
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
it
that.
says yeah.
Like he didn't say chapters, but I think it's like for now 6 more or something along those lines.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it was strange in general because like Togashi, like he's old and he doesn't really use social media much. So
He's
the
not
fact
really
he,
How old is he?
I mean, yeah, but
Isn't
like
he like 30?
I mean, I see him 50.
He's not 30.
He's not even
Hunter
30.
came out in
Hunter
the
came out in the
90s,
90s,
Eduardo.
dude.
Yeah.
That means he was 1 when he made
Yeah.
Hunter x Hunter.
That's
No.
crazy. That's crazy.
He was in the womb, like right.
He's
in
like,
the-
I'm
No.
he was like
with the pencil.
Ratatouille controlling his mom to write the
But
manga.
like, not
I know the anime came out in 2011, but that's not
Wait, how
when
old
the
is
manga
that's
came out.
that's the revamp.
He's in his
though.
I don't know,
50s.
he's got to be 50.
Well,
But, like,
think about
he's-
it, like the original anime came out in the 90s. That means the manga came out like way before.
Yeah,
that.
before.
So it's like,
Maybe
Yeah.
just goaded with the
But
song.
he's
Not only that, Yu Yu Hakusho came out before too.
True, yeah.
Yeah,
It was
I
original
forgot about
baby.
Yu Yu Hakusho. That's when he was
Yeah.
controlling his mom.
Oh, like Ratatouille.
He was like-
he's like,
He's like, Mama, write this so it's gonna
His
be
mom was
but
like
put my
a
name
mech
on it
suit
though.
for him.
But
He made sure his mom put his name though.
Yeah.
it was crazy in general because he is kind of like a recluse and he doesn't really use social media. So that's why people thought it was a fake. Not only that, because like Hunter x Hunter has been having news for like, oh, it's coming back, and people were like,
well, it's
Control
the
all the time.
meme.
Cap.
Yeah.
It's the meme. It's like, don't get my hopes up.
Don't do it.
Don't do
it.
this. Don't give me hope.
Literally, everyone calling him like hiatus, like hiatus.
Exactly. And then now they're like, I remember the instant I saw that, I was on TikTok, and this guy was like, "Yeah, I wish someone would tell me this now.
Yeah, I saw that.
I wish you would tell me this now. Tell me to tell you this again. Tell me
Like,
again. I'll shoot you, nigga." They were
What's
getting
funny-
so crazy.
Dude, I saw a post about this. It was the Hunter x Hunter fans. There was a dude I saw as soon as Hunter x Hunter came back, or like Togashi said it was coming back. There's this one dude who hates Berserk. He was like, "Yeah, that's right. You can't say both of our shows are canceled now." And then just like last night, the dude tweeted back at him. He's like, "Yeah, now what?" He's like, "Now we're on the same boat, nigga."
Say it again. Talk to me about Berserk
Yeah.
again.
Talking, bro.
The Berserk thing is interesting to me though, because me and Tyler talked about this like a while back, like when he first died.
When he first died, yeah.
Like that we wanted, if Hunter x Hunter was to if Berserk were to continue, we always wanted, we'd be fine with like the studio picking it up and doing it, because they draw fine. Like if you read the final chapter, they wrote the most of the they drew most of
When
the
he has all
final
those,
chapter.
we have, not only does he have the person that headed it, we had the assistants too that
Yeah.
gave direction. So it's like,
Yeah,
there's a
so
lot
I
that goes
always
into
had faith they can do it, but it's always, me and Tyler think they should have made it separate. Like I think it should be like a whole different manga.
like
again,
Berserk
like, like how Tokyo Ghoul has Tokyo Ghoul and Tokyo Ghoul Re.
Yeah.
I think it should be two separate things,
Oh.
so we can differentiate between this is Miura's actual work and this is Miura's like continuation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of being like after chapter this, it's another.
Yeah.
I mean, you can always make the distinction in your head though.
Yeah,
like,
I
you know,
will.
like this is.
Yeah, but yeah,
I will
I'm
no
saying
matter
for
what.
like not to tarnish, not tarnish like in a bad way, but like not to mess with what he did. Just do your own thing on the side. So that way, it's like someone coming into it, they know, okay, well, I got Berserk and then Berserk continued, or Berserk Re, or
Berserk
whatever it's
after
called.
his death,
Berserk
yeah.
after.
Who,
And
who-
this is like
who's continuing it? Like who's doing it?
I forget the
His,
manga.
lifeline friend like Corey Muji or something.
Yeah, he's
not-
another
not
mangaka.
assistant.
You never know. Like maybe he just knows stuff like you don't. And
No, he does.
Yeah,
for
no,
sure.
no,
no, Miura told him-
literally told him the story.
He told him the entire
knows how it
story and the
ends.
end.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because he said that there's going to be by June 24th there'll be six chapters. 6 chapters will wrap up Fantasia, the current arc, and then they'll start the next arc, and then that's where they're going to continue from. So he already, because Fantasia was already pretty much at the end of the arc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was just like a couple loose ends from Fantasia, but that was
Uh-huh.
you can always tell the direction it's going in. It's getting wrapped up soon.
Mhm.
But he's gonna continue it past whatever.
I guess you just wait and see like what he does with it then.
You gotta
No, I trust
I
this
have
guy.
faith, yeah.
He's made good manga before. He made Holy Land, which everyone loves Holy Land. So I think he's fine. It's just I want to have them separate. I don't want them to
Exactly.
be combined in the same
exactly.
thing.
Berserk
I can
before
understand.
this.
Even something like Dragon Ball and Super, where it's like
Yeah.
it's a separate thing. You have
Because
Dragon Ball and
Toriyama
Dragon
didn't
Ball.
make
You have
it,
Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
so it's separate.
Super.
Yeah.
Because like imagine if when Super came back, they just said, it's just Dragon Ball, continue it. Like
Yeah, then it's like
I feel that. I don't
okay,
think-
well, where do we go now?
But do many people really make that distinction now between Z
Super and
and Super?
Dragon Ball? Yes.
Do
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yes, they
I
do.
don't know. I don't
Because you
know.
have Z and Super. And like they're like. it's
I know
okay.
like it's different name, but like
No, like people like make a distinction.
oh, okay.
Like this is different. Than
Especially because a lot of Dragon Ball fans try and distance themselves from Super for that reason.
I feel that.
Same with Naruto and Boruto. Like I'm a Naruto fan, so you like Boruto
Nope.
too? It's different.
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
I feel that. Yeah.
That's like the distinction that people
I can understand now.
Yeah.
Now I have real world connections.
Yeah.
But I mean, were you telling me that he did the last chapter? He's the one that did it. Or
He drew some
he
of
drew it,
Yeah,
so it's
Miura
like-
wrote it.
It looks the exact
Yeah,
same.
like,
Like he
he's
did a
fine. He's a good
phenomenal
artist.
job matching Miura's art, like his strokes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah.
His style,
Yeah. So I'm not too concerned about. It's not really like a.
the art.
I'm gonna be mad that he's doing it. It's more like if I had a preference, it would be to make it a second thing.
Right.
It's not gonna hurt me that much because I'm like Manga Man. Just next chapter, okay. Like it's not gonna hurt me, but
Mhm.
it's just like a personal thing, like
Yeah,
a
for sure.
aesthetics thing or appearance thing.
Mhm.
Can y'all think of anything else that could come back that would like just shake up Twitter?
Vagabonds?
Vagabonds?
No,
Vagabond's not big
popular
enough.
that.
Something
I
that
don't
could-
think anything
Something that's on
else is gone.
hiatus,
Hunter x Hunter
yeah.
is like the
Yeah,
biggest
yeah.
one.
Hunter x Hunter is definitely the
Unless they do like
biggest.
Chainsaw
And then Bleach
revamps.
came back.
Yeah.
Well, Chainsaw Man Part 2,
Yeah.
that'll be huge too when that comes
Yeah.
out.
Something that came back.
I don't think it,
I don't think there's
everything
anything
that
that,
has been like on hiatus has like
Unless you
came
do like
back
I
two
don't know, like,
piece.
two
Demon
pieces
Slayer.
with Buffy, Buffy and Boro.
Buffy, Boro, and Banji.
But why are they all bloods? And Bami.
Yo,
Bami
Usopp,
and
Bopper.
Branky, yeah.
Bopper be Bopper.
Oh, what Brooke?
Banks.
What did it?
Book be Book.
What? Bubba.
Blackbeard. I mean,
Bunny
he's
Bunny
fine.
Bopper.
Yeah, he's chilling.
Whitebeard.
White.
Bony
Boinks.
Bopper.
Bodie Bodie Bopper.
Bony Bopper.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think Chainsaw Man Part 2 is probably gonna be the next biggest thing that's like announced. That'll do something.
Yeah.
Unless they go something else with My Hero, but I don't think that they
I
are.
don't think so.
Well, My Hero's final arc is.
Yeah, aren't they
now.
still?
Well, no, like if
stuff
they're
with-
gonna do like a continuation of
Oh,
it.
like the Shippuden
yeah,
type
yeah,
deal.
like a Shippuden
I
type
don't
deal.
know. I think My Hero was.
But I can't think of
fell off
anything.
hard.
Well, yeah, it's
My Hero's definitely had a big fall off.
yeah. I can't think of what they would do, because All For One is like the enemy. So it's like when you defeat him, like he's the Madara. What are you gonna do after that? 'Cause that's you know with Boruto, where it's like you have to introduce a bunch of other things.
Well,
I mean,
Boruto didn't introduce so much thing. They were
No,
introduced in Naruto.
it was introduced
Yeah.
at the very tail end of Naruto.
Yeah.
Well, technically, yeah.
You tell me no other villains can exist though? Like I feel like you just write another
They
villain.
Yeah,
can,
people
but
can
it's
just
like at
come
that
in.
point, like with Deku, like who the fuck's gonna step against Deku?
I don't
Who's the
know,
big
some
bad
other
like,
some
he's
other
that- he's
super
that guy.
Can just come created. Like Rewind came out of nowhere. Everybody's like what 7? She
Yeah.
just came up with Rewind.
Yeah,
I
she's,
guess,
she's
yeah.
broken. Is she the villain? She would be a menace.
Well, apparently, what was the My Hero like? Not
What,
sequel?
Vigilantes?
Vigilantes, yeah. That came to an end, or it's coming to an end soon.
I
People
don't
are
know.
raving about that.
I know nothing
Yeah, a
about
lot
that
of people
story.
say that's pretty.
'Cause it's like-
there's
it's
a lot
like-
of people I know who like My Hero, and they say since My Hero fell off, Vigilantes is better.
Because they said like the main character, it follows the main character who I think his power is slick, so he can as long as he's touching a surface with 3 limbs, then it's completely slick. So there's no
3
friction.
limbs.
Yeah, so it's
Like
like
a chair or
well,
a
it's like
table?
he can go foot, and hand, and now for him the ground is completely slick.
That's
Oh.
weird.
Oh, he has to touch.
So
it.
he
I
has to
think
touch
that's
it. And it's
something with,
slick
like-
for him.
Yeah.
It doesn't make the surface. It makes
Slick
him
in like
slick.
what regard? Like
makes
zero
it-
So it's
friction
like
slick, or
makes it
just
like
like
zoom
let's say
everywhere?
he's on top of a building and he can just slide straight down.
Oh, okay.
So- 'cause
So
he's-
like he himself is like
He
he's not
himself
ma-
is like not
he's
the
not
vi-
making that.
No, he's
slick.
making him. I'm pretty sure. But then he meets up with a guy who doesn't have powers, but he's like fucking All Might strong. He's like ridiculous strong,
What?
and they're vigilantes because he tried out for I think UA. He went for the entrance exams and he didn't make it.
I wonder why.
Because he's
I
like,
wonder
so
what-
then he's like, well, I still want to fight crime, and people were saying like basically that would be Deku if he didn't get all for one for all. I was like backwards. One for all. So yeah,
I mean, I
I'm
bet he
interested
is.
in reading it. I heard it's actually pretty good.
Hmm.
Because like you said, since My Hero fell off, that one kind of took the mantle.
I bet he
Yeah.
is a better character than Deku. There's a lot of characters that are just better than Deku in the anime.
Cool.
That could just be like the main character.
Yeah, but it's funny because I was hearing this guy
Aside
on
from
TikTok.
Mirio, who?
like Todoroki.
Really?
Yeah,
I like
agree.
Totoro.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I
Totoroki's
agree.
better. I'd even dare to say Bakugo would be a better MC.
I don't know. I was
I don't
trying
know
to
about that.
That's me. That's me. I like.
I think
Bakugo.
they're
kinda
the same.
I think.
watching
Bakugo's
it.
I think Bakugo kind of fits that role of being like a good like
The side,
Deuteronomy.
yeah.
I almost said Deuteronomy. That's a
Yeah.
chapter in the Bible.
Deuteronomy.
Yeah.
He's a good rival.
Yeah,
I don't think
he
could be a main
fits a good
character.
rival.
Maybe it's because when I was watching it, I was like, I just don't care anymore. I was like, okay, just
Yeah, it's
keep-
right.
Do your thing, children.
Keep fighting.
Yeah. Because when I was like, oh, Todoroki's on screen. That's cool. Nice. Talking about his family again. Cool. That's how I've been feeling.
That
when
was
I'm
one of my
watching it.
problems with My Heroes. They got the characters were introduced. Obviously, you have to build up the characters. They're building them up, and then they kind of almost became one-dimensional towards like what are they on 5 now? Season 5.
Yeah.
Like towards season 5, 6, whatever the current season is, they got kind of one-dimensional where it's like Deku power, and then Bakugo's like, well, Bakugo got more character development, but Shoto Todoroki was like, oh, I'm like depressed, my family, I'm sad, and
Yeah,
like there's obviously
but
character
that's how he
development
always
in
was,
it, but
though.
it just felt for me as one-dimensional.
I mean, they kind of resolved a lot of their like issues kind of early on. Like
Mhm.
Todoroki, he accepted like, oh, okay, you're my dad and all that. And,
And
like,
Bakugo is like, okay, Deku, you're not as weak as I keep.
You're
calling
my
That's what I'm saying,
rival
like,
now.
Deku,
You're my
or
rival.
Bakugo had quite a bit of development.
Yeah.
yeah, but like
it
it was
just-
like early. It was like season like.
I'm not
3.
saying that they did become one-dimensional. It's just like for me as reading it, because I was reading the manga, it felt one-dimensional.
Mm.
Like it didn't feel like they had anywhere else to go. They just like kind of they're just there.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, I don't really care for any of their characters to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
Me
none
too.
of those characters are really appealing my sense.
Yeah.
So.
I did care for a little bit when it first came out, and then I stopped.
Bro, I remember season 2, the Deku Todoroki fight
Everyone
for the tournament.
off that fight.
That was I remember Devin watched it before I did because we were watching it whenever we were watching it.
Yeah,
it
everyone
was
was watching it to
sophomore
watch
year
it.
or whatever, and he was like, "Bro, you gotta watch this fight." And I'm like,
I was definitely only there for the fights though.
those,
Yeah.
the
Like,
fights
these
are
fight- the
the
fights
animation
were-
is just phenomenal.
Yeah, this is cool.
That's why I always enjoy when the fights are happening, but like the talk, not the downtime between fights before the next big fight. I'm like,
It's boring.
I don't care.
It just
don't
feels like
care.
everything's leading into a fight.
Yeah.
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 Like they're just doing plot just to get into a fight.
Yeah, so I'm like,
I do feel that, yeah.
Yeah.
so I'm like, okay, the next big fight's about to happen right now. They're talking right now, and then it's always a little. Right before the fight is always teased at the end of the episode, and then it's the whole episode of the next episode. And I'm like, cool, this is the best episode of the whole season.
Yeah.
And then it goes back to talking, and I'm like,
Cool. All right.
Great.
I can shut my.
I got what I wanted. Like with the fight with what's the brat's name? The guy.
Brat?
The white hair, not white hair, the blue haired guy. That's like disintegration.
Oh, Shigaraki?
Yeah, Shigaraki. His
Oh.
fight with
Ooh.
Doofenshmirtz.
That's not even blue. It's
Blue
like,
hair.
It's not even
White
blue hair, yeah.
It's
No,
like,
it's
it's
not.
like a white.
It's like a
It's
it's like a
white
white
now.
gray.
Wait, it's white
There's like a
now.
hue of blue.
Yeah, there's a hue, but wait, who did he fight?
He fought Doofenshmirtz.
That's like it's the villain. Arc.
Doofenshmirtz.
No, it's
That is
the-
not season 2.
That's like
That's
season
not what I'm
4 or
talking about.
5.
Oh, I thought you were
No, that's season 5, isn't it?
Five.
Nigga, I
It's
haven't
the-
seen
it's the-
that.
it's the
I
villain
haven't
arc.
seen that yet. But I always see the meme like, yo, what Doofenshmirtz got like
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, because he's like not the main villain, but he's like a big villain.
He's like the
I
big
mean, of
villain.
that arc, he's
Of
the
that
main
arc,
villain.
Yeah.
Of the second
Kinda,
half,
yeah.
yeah, he's the main
Yeah.
villain.
I didn't know
of the
that was
second
from My Hero. I always saw that. I'm like,
Yeah,
the
it's
half.
from-
See
fuck
the right?
That's
I was
Doofenshmirtz.
watching it and I was like, oh, it's Doofenshmirtz. That's where he's from.
I always saw the meme. Like, what anime is it?
I forget
Dude,
his
for a
name.
long time, I thought it was JoJo's because I just saw
You've
his like.
seen
goof-
You've seen JoJo.
No, I know, but like I was like,
That doesn't even
this
look
is
like. It looks like My Hero. It
And I was
doesn't
like,
look
oh, it's like a
JoJo.
fan made like
guess.
JoJo drawing of like what they thought
Doofenshmirtz.
Doofenshmirtz
Now that
would be
nigga,
like in
that nigga
JoJo.
look at Doofenshmirtz like I'm gonna put him that nigga in my anime. There's no way that was like coincidence. He saw that character
His
like I
kid-
like that design.
His kid was just watching
Bar
Disney
for
Channel.
bar, line for line.
His kid was watching Disney Channel. He's like, I like that character. I'm gonna put him in my in my manga.
But no.
Because Shoto's getting a. That's not his name. What's his name?
Totoro.
Totoro.
I mean, his name is
Shoto,
Shoto.
yeah.
The first name is
No,
Shoto.
not that guy. The other guy I was just talking about.
Bakugo.
Shigaraki?
Shigaraki.
Shigaraki.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
getting like getting pretty interesting now. So I'm like,
Yeah, I
hear-
will say Shigaraki.
I do hear
especially
things
in the
about him.
manga, he's getting more interesting.
People say like, oh, he's actually like has more depth. I guess I don't know. I just don't care about My Hero. I just care about the fights.
I'm like trying to care. I'm trying my best here.
It definitely
Because the way I am, I like superpowers. I like different superpowers interacting with one another and seeing like how this would like happen in a fight.
How did it play out?
Yeah.
Well, to kind of bring them back to vigilantes, that's what's cool about vigilante is that none of them have cool superpowers. Well, cool is subjective, but none of them have the
Like,
explosion or like
Yeah.
Shoto. Like they don't have that because I think one girl she can just like jump high. And that's like her whole powers that she just jumps high. Obviously, Slick guy,
got
one guy
hops.
doesn't even have powers. There's another guy that I forget. There's like a whole cast, but they have like the B grade powers, but they make it work, which is why I think you'd like it because it's like,
I like
they're
that,
not taking broken powers and making them more broken. They're just taking like mid powers, low to mid powers, and
Man.
doing something with them.
I feel like that's always been My Hero's model though. Look at Class 1A. You got like tape guy, or
Yeah.
limb person. Like that's kind of always been their model.
Tail boy.
Like
Tail
sure,
boy.
you have Bakugo and Todoroki, but aside from them,
whole
everyone else
class
are
is not
B-list
flashy.
powers.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's just how they use it. That's why I enjoy.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like that. I feel like they have more A-list powers than B-list. Like the only ones I can think of are like.
Well, it
of like,
depends on how you
That's
use
why I
them.
like. I enjoy
1A, I think you
And
got
1A.
Because you got-
Jiro's not an A-list power.
Who?
Jiro.
The headphone
Air
Yeah,
jack.
but you got people like
Mineta.
Momo.
No,
who-
that's an A-list support power.
Mineta.
I don't know.
It's not
but
like
that
a
is
power, but she
lowest.
runs recon and support phenomenally. She's
Oh,
one of the
that wouldn't
best.
make it an A. Okay, she's a good character and she uses it good, but that doesn't make the power an A-list power.
She just learns.
Yeah,
she
I
She just
think-
uses it well.
If anything, the guy with like duple arms, he's a better support character than she is. Because at least
What arms?
the
The-
duple arm
yeah,
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can do more than just his arms.
That's what I'm saying though. That's why I think he has a better
Multiple
support power
eyes, multiple
than.
ears.
Yeah.
Mouth.
But no, you get
Like,
characters
like
like
who else? You think Momo is an A-list? I don't think that's she needs to use her own thing. Like I think if anything requires an exchange, it's not an A-list power.
I guess, but you can do like the reward is kind of higher than the risk. It's just lipids in your body. You can just
Yeah, but
replenish
she
those
can't.
food.
That's why
She
just
can only
eats.
create certain things though. She can't just like create.
No,
like,
she can
and
create
the thing
whatever-
she's
A
creating
philosopher's
kinda
stone.
No,
crazy.
yeah,
No,
she
the
can
thing-
create.
That's why her hero
Well-
costume is just a little shelf
Well,
with little like a catalog book.
That's
'cause
the
she
thing
has
is
to
that she
look
can
at it.
create
Yeah.
anything as long as she understands the molecular structure. So it's
Exactly.
like
That's-
she's creative.
she can theoretically make everything. It's not
But-
limited to scope. As long as she knows what it's made of, she can make it.
But there's
That's
no
the
limit
limit.
to
That's
it.
what I'm saying. Like she can't just make a philosopher's stone. She has to like understand how
She's
it's
a-
made.
Well, yeah,
doesn't
no
need
one
to make
can
a
make a
philosopher's
philosopher's
stone,
stone.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, yeah, but like my point is, it's not broken because it's limited. So I don't. it's not an A-list power. It's a limited.
What's your definition of an A-list power?
It's like you can use it without any restrictions. Like Bakugo's is kind of different, but like
But everything has
Todoroki,
restrictions.
Yeah, I think all their power. Actually,
Every power
very
ever.
very limited restrictions. Like Todoroki, he uses fire, his body gets a little hot.
no,
Like,
don't do that. It's not a little
he
hot.
burns his.
His dad.
If he uses just his ice,
What?
he's freezing half his body almost to the point of death. If he uses just the fire, he
burns
would burn half
he-
his body almost to death.
Yeah, he overheats
He has to use
himself.
both of them.
And he's fine with it.
Yeah,
But it's within
now-
reason because you have. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but it's like the afterburner. He does like the super burn. He does it he did the Endeavor thing, and he can burn himself. So it's like every power has a limit from anything, unless you're boundless.
Well, okay, no, I think
Ah.
for my hero maybe, but in general, not like what is All Might's downside of one?
It's something like cancer or some shit.
Being small. That's not
That's
cancer.
not
he
from
just got
power.
shot.
Yeah.
He has a vital strike.
But he has a limit to his power.
Yeah,
I'm
now
not saying
no
he'll get hurt.
limits.
He
I'm
could probably
saying,
punch
he
so
didn't
hard he
have-
hurts
He
himself.
didn't have limits before.
Yeah, he was.
You
kinda-
could punch so hard you hurt yourself.
What?
What?
You can punch so hard you hurt yourself.
Yeah,
That's
but
not a
he
limit
can
of his
punch
power.
so
But
hard.
All
That's
Might-
just him doing it.
All
That's
Might
not-
didn't have
that's
that.
not like
That's a limit
downside.
though. Is it not a limit?
No, but like
No,
what Gabe's
I'm not
saying.
saying he's bound. You're taking it to the extreme. I'm saying no, always the boundless. No, not.
No, I'm not saying
boundless.
balance. I'm saying like there's limits to everyone's power.
Yeah, but we're
Yes,
saying.
but like very like minuscule to where it's like it doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's talking about like restrictions, like oh, if I do use this power, this is like the consequence of having. Like it's like more like consequences. All Might doesn't really have a consequence to have using a power.
Neither does All for
Okay.
One. Neither does Shigaraki. There's no downsides to using their abilities, really.
Okay.
Like Shigaraki.
Most of the
like,
villains,
killed his
mostly.
family.
It's not a downside. He chose to do
No,
that.
I know. I'm just saying like that was a downside of his ability. He killed.
Downside
his
of
family.
Itachi is that he killed his
He's
family.
like "Brr, my power.
Yeah, like the villains, like Gabe
Yeah.
just said, the villains don't really have like a downside to their powers.
That's why they're villains.
And except for All Might, he's the hero who doesn't have a downside.
Mm-hmm.
I think Endeavor as well. The number 1 and 2.
No,
Yeah,
because
I'll say there's a
Endeavor
reason.
now was like what? He's like overheating now. He can't use
Well, yeah,
his fire
that's
too much.
That's the whole reason why he made Todoroki.
Well, that's just a limit to like what he's saying, like with strength thing. That's just a limit. He can't go too high.
Yeah.
He'll
Yeah.
burn himself up. That's not like I wouldn't consider that like a limit per se. He's just
a
pushing
cap.
past his like capabilities.
Okay.
That's different.
But I would still consider it an A-list power.
Endeavors, yeah, I would.
Yeah. But there's a limit.
He's
to it.
number one for a reason.
Yeah, but like that's what I'm
True.
saying. 1A.
I mean, don't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, he is number one, Tyler.
number one.
he was pushing number one.
But like I think class 1A doesn't, because they all have like restrictions or conditions they have to meet. That's why I think none of them are really A-list powers.
I was thinking about it, and like some of the restrictions are kind of dumb. Like
look at one
Dinky
of the
or Kaminari.
best-
Hey,
Yeah, his is stupid.
so stupid,
But,
dude.
like one of the best
Oh, the electric
powers,
dude?
Mirio, he can't see or breathe.
I mean, that makes sense though. Like
That does make sense, but like it's still a restriction. Like
learned to overcome it, though.
Obito doesn't have that restriction. He just does it.
Yeah, I saw one. It was like a battle with Mirio and someone else, and they're like, you just pick up grass and throw it in the air, and he can't phase because then it's like you get stuck grass.
yeah,
stuck
you
in
get
your
stuck in
lungs.
there.
I mean, in theory, he shouldn't be able to just like come up. He can't see anything. He can't just go down and then come back up and just happen to not appear in like a gnat or something.
Yeah.
He should just die most
Well,
of
the
the time.
thing, well, the way he explained it though, like, cause like his molecules can't interact with like other molecules, it automatically shoots them up. So like, if if a gnat was inside of him, we'll just like get ejected.
Yeah, we get ejected.
So
yeah.
then grass wouldn't kill him.
Yeah, grass wouldn't kill him. It'll kill something like maybe like I don't know, Kitty Pride maybe.
No, I think hers are the same.
Is it the same?
I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure.
know. I love phasing ability. That's why I love like the Conway Kitty.
I don't
and,
think it's.
I think Obito has easily the best.
yeah,
phase
because he's a
ability.
pocket
Yeah.
dimension.
Yeah, easily the best
I
one.
don't think Mirio's is necessarily if something's inside of him and ejects it out. It's if he's inside something else it ejects it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
I mean, would that
different.
I
eject
mean,
him out of the gnat then?
Yeah, like why? I don't see why.
I
would-
guess yes, it would explode than that.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, like, I don't see like why it would change anything.
It's just like splitting hairs.
That's the whole reason why you shoot up the ground like super fast. He's like, what the like a missile.
That's why I enjoy when the classes fight each other.
Yeah, because I love seeing
I love seeing how creative they are with each other.
Like the manga man.
the who.
Oh yeah, you're right. That is his.
There's a guy who's
his
like
ability
head
was
is manga. It's
he
comics.
can go like
he can just
whoopsh,
make,
and then
he can just make
it
sound
happens.
effects. Yeah.
He go
Wait,
bam and then bam.
Paperboy's clapping that guy.
What is this from?
It's
The
from My
fifth
Hero.
season.
This is a manga man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's from class 2A or class 1B.
You mean the anime?
What?
Yeah.
I don't remember this dude.
Me
Is
neither.
this,
He's
Yeah.
very.
was this during the training arc?
Yeah.
That I
it's,
hated.
It's at the beginning.
Oh, yeah,
It's not
the-
the training arc.
It is.
They
The
did
beginning of the season is them training.
That's the worst arc
Oh,
in My
okay,
Hero.
yeah. No, he's from class 2B.
Like the only reason why I was
Was that the
watching
one with the
1B.
Thorn Girl? That arc?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hated that arc.
Yeah.
Because he can like, I think he can create sound effects, and he can like, I think it's just sound effects.
He can go like splash and
He's basically
then
like
splash.
Levy. He's basically like Levy, just like.
Kind of like
Okay.
Echoes, but bad.
What's his name?
But
Manga Man?
bad.
I don't know. It's like
I don't
comic
know.
guy or something like that.
Comic Man, text
I think
boy.
his power is
Comic
technically.
Sans.
I think
Comic
his,
Sans.
his power is technically comic and not manga or something like that.
Because I know there, that was like the only reason why I was watching the training at the beginning. Because I was like, I like this. I want to see how these two would like fare against each other.
Yeah.
And then I hated when Deku was on there because I was like, he just pulled something out of his ass, and I was like, that's stupid. But okay.
I haven't seen it yet, but I don't really
Just
care.
like what he did in season 2, and I was like, okay, that's stupid, but all right.
And it wasn't really him that pulled out something out of his ass. It's kind of.
It was him.
Wait,
When he was
what are you
getting
talking
like when he was getting mind controlled.
That wasn't him. That was the fucking.
No,
that was his
that,
quirk.
that makes complete sense.
That's
that
why I
makes
hated
complete
it.
That was.
That's why I
that
hated
was
it.
him.
It happened again.
He chose it. Like, yeah,
that's
do
not,
it.
That's not an ass pool. That's just like.
I mean, it
It is.
definitely is an
Plot-wise,
asshole.
it
I wasn't
is.
saying it's not an asshole. Just he himself didn't.
It's for the plot. It is, yeah.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about Deku having like all these ass pull abilities
not
when he's in
all
that.
I don't think it's
like,
it's not ass pools.
That's
It's-
not
it
the
is.
definition of the word.
He's
Eduardo.
talking
No,
about
you're
during
using it wrong.
He's talking about during the tournament when he's fighting like the mind
Mind
control
control?
guy, and he was like
Oh,
forfeit.
that? When he
yeah.
That's
snapped?
not an ass pull.
No, it's
though.
not.
I mean, I
snap.
think
he
it is-
literally just like
No, it makes
flicked
complete
his
sense
fingers
because
down.
he has all the minds, all the different past wielders inside of him. It would limit it enough that where he can react to himself.
I guess I don't know.
Even then, he does it again. And
Oh,
not,
does he? Does he do it a second time?
like
If he does it again, it's
That's
not,
not
you
asshole.
can't cancel it. They're just being consistent.
I'm like,
Yeah.
this is stupid.
If he didn't
you-
do it again,
you
then
just
it
don't
would
like
be
I'm
it,
like,
dude.
this is just stupid. He
So
shouldn't.
you just
win
don't
right.
like the fact that he did it.
True,
There's a
I
difference.
don't.
That's
I
not
was
an
like, he
ass
should have
pull.
lost,
You
and
just
he
don't like
didn't.
it. No, he shouldn't have lost. He should 100% win that fight every
Yeah,
time.
based on the
Why?
principles of how his powers work, he should never lose that matchup. I don't know the
not
matchup.
not
but
from the second season, from the fifth.
no,
season.
don't like. I don't know what the matchup is. But
Which
like,
one are you talking
The
about?
fifth, when Black Whip first comes out.
That's not an ass pull. It's completely explained.
You sure about that?
It's completely
if
explained.
it's explained,
really.
then I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Everything about Deku's power is completely explained.
You
See,
One
I'm
Piece
not a
fans
fan
are
of it
crazy.
either, but it's
Why
like
bring
I
One
can't
Piece
say it's an
into
ass
this?
pull. Of course, you're losing an argument, so you bring up One Piece.
What do you mean?
Yet. What's about assholes?
There's one thing you can do. You can clown My Hero for everything, but their writing is solid.
consistent.
Through and
True.
through. He's consistent with
I
what
like
he
the
does.
story. I do enjoy
You?
the story.
He's consistently
alright.
a good
You
writer,
like the story, but you said
but he's
the plot's
boring.
boring.
When did I say that?
Yeah.
You said I like the fights. The plot's
Oh yeah.
boring.
How do you like the
What?
story?
How do you like
then?
the story
partially
then?
because it's partially just not interesting sometimes.
Then how do you like the story?
So then, how do you like the story?
Because whenever it's not like
You
on
enjoy
side
the story.
stuff,
You like aspects of the story.
there it is. Yeah.
I like the
I like
story,
the
but I
story, but
sleep
only
when
when
it's
I like
on.
it.
No, go back like 15 minutes of Water's like only the fights are good. When they like aren't fighting, I'm like this is boring.
I'm like, I sleep-
sleeping.
I
I'm
sleep on
sleeping.
mode.
Sometimes like the plot. Let's go.
Sometimes I just don't care what's going on because like on the second half of season 5 when it's just focusing on the villains.
I love the villains. The villains were so cool.
They are, but I didn't really care about like twice
The-
becoming one, and I was like, this is kind of.
I mean, that's
cool.
just like a preference, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think the villains is probably the best part of My Hero.
I
in
can
my
agree.
opinion.
Yeah, I do agree.
The best
But like I said, I, just
I
don't-
agree. I sleep.
That makes no sense.
like what part do you not
Like-
like about season 5? Like the second half where they talk about the villains' backstories and give them character development.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Well, I like that. Yeah, I agree.
You said I didn't like any of the villain
I
stuff,
think the
but
villains-
I didn't like it until you
like,
said
I
it, and
think
I was
the
like,
villains are cool, right?
you just don't
I
like.
just don't really care that much about their backstory, but I do think
See,
the villains
that's the
themselves
thing
are
is
cool.
I care about the backstory because I think the villains are cool.
Okay.
Like I get to learn more about Shigaraki, I get to learn more about Twice, I get to learn more about what's her name, Toga.
You
maybe
think they look cool, basic, generic unitard? Because what else is cool? If you don't like their story, what else is cool about them?
Yeah,
Not
Twice
their
is
looks.
basically just
The
like
abilities,
they don't
and
look cool.
the way they're
I
like,
think-
interact
I
with
think
everyone
Aurora
else.
likes the concept of the
ability.
villains, but he doesn't like the practice of like how like they're like.
He doesn't like the
dealt with.
character development.
I like how
Yeah.
they interact with like others. Like they're
So the
Okay, never mind.
plot, the character development.
I don't know what he's
What
on
are we
about
doing?
anymore.
You just
I
said you
don't-
sleep when they talk, Eduardo. What are they doing?
Not-
I can't defend this man anymore. I don't know what he's doing.
like their battles against the others.
Okay, you like the fights. Okay,
Yeah.
just say I
Hey,
like
we're
My Hero
going in
fights.
circles then.
Eduardo, just say you don't like most of the plot. You enjoy the fights and leave it at that. You're like nitpicking. Like I like this, but you said you didn't. No, I don't mean that. I mean like this. Like you're trying
Sure.
to backtrack. I think you're trying to make yourself sound intelligent. Say you're a basic shonatard. you
Shonatard.
love fights and just leave it at that.
Yeah, leave it at
Look,
that.
Yeah.
I love
the
fights too.
I like the fights.
I'm not gonna dog you.
Yeah, I do
promise.
like
It's
the
a safe
fights.
space.
You don't understand it plot no matter
And
what
then
story. Don't
sometimes-
put this
Yeah,
to My
true.
Hero.
Hey,
Let's just, it's a
sometimes.
blanket statement. You don't understand plot.
Yeah, Poon Poon.
Oh, Poon Poon.
Yeah, you don't understand any play, Eduardo.
Sometimes, yeah.
No, never.
Sometimes I
You
just
don't.
read it and be like,
I
okay,
mean, that's why he thinks part 3
What's
is
the best part of JoJo?
JoJo 7.
No, not part. Like, what's the best aspect of JoJo?
Oh. I was about, yeah, okay, I see what you mean. I was about to say
Yeah,
their
you
fights.
don't understand plot at all.
The
Warren.
I
fights,
love
yeah.
their fights. Yeah, JoJo fights are
Plot-
good.
See, I would
goes
say
in
I
and-
would say
in
the
and out.
like almost like the world building and the character developments that happen in JoJo.
Part 7?
Like of any JoJo part. Like
Yeah.
I love the way that Araki builds the world.
Honestly, of
It's
all the
just so
aspects, I
fun.
think part 7 fights are actually the weakest part, but it's still the best part in JoJo.
They got some pretty nutty abilities though. But
Yeah.
like the abilities in part 7 aren't like time stopping. It's just like
Well.
a certain thing. Okay. I meant like it's not like
Yeah, they go for, they're like
problem
dinosaur
the
boy.
thing with JoJo's is that as the
Monster
parts
Man or whatever.
as you get further along in JoJo's and the parts, the fights don't become just punch and then stop time.
Yeah.
They become like
More
if
psychological
you step on my
fights.
foot while it's 12 o'clock p.m.
Oh,
and I'm eating a
dude.
pizza.
I
It's like it's really in depth,
I
right?
just remembered one
And it's
fight
different.
that Johnny had. I forgot, or maybe it was Gyro. I forgot what the guy's name was, but it was like a grid fight. Where
Yeah,
if-
that was
awesome.
what was that? It was
I don't remember the name of the.
it was like something. Basically, it's like you have a grid, and then when you step on it, you have to like as it matches movements. Or
Yeah,
something
something
that.
like
So it's
that.
like you have a grid and he has a grid. So wherever he steps on the grid, you have to make the same movement
Something
or
like
something
that,
like
yeah.
that.
I
So he
mean,
like directs them.
I think
away.
I think it was like you have to find the path in the grid. Something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
you
It
have
was
to.
it was something that there's a grid on the floor, and I think it's Gyro who's fighting the guy.
I think so, yeah.
I
Because
was
I remember him being like,
like, that's kind of crazy.
but you don't like the plot. You just like the.
No, I do like the plot of
but
JoJo's.
you like the fights more. That's your favorite aspect.
Sometimes, yeah.
Every time.
I don't know. Did you like the plot of Part 5?
Hang on.
No,
so
I think
hold on.
I think part 5 is probably one of the weakest stand parts.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed the
I like
plot
the
to part
fights of
5.
part
I wouldn't say
five.
I wouldn't
The
say all
plot-
that. The plot of part 5 is I enjoyed it.
I think it is.
It was an
literally-
alright
Other than
plot.
part 3, it is the weakest stand part, and I will stand by. That's my hot take.
That's not a hot take.
I don't know. Devin's like,
Dude, I've only seen the anime, and I actually do like the stand fights in
Part
part
three?
3. Like I know like the
Okay,
main like
but I
punching.
didn't-
I know
I
it's mean like punching ghosts, but they do have some intellectual
It's the
fights
plot,
in
though.
there.
Punching ghosts.
Huh?
it's like the plot though.
What do you
the
mean?
plot is just. I feel like it's not lacking by any means. No JoJo's are bad in my opinion. None of the parts are bad. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a top anime for me.
One.
Top anime manga for me. I actually enjoyed it.
I
know
don't.
what's interesting because it's like, well, because and the way my mind works, I like setting up world. I'm a One Piece fan. I love world building.
Yeah.
And you're setting up groundworks for everything else in part 1, so I enjoy it. Like, if I were to watch part 3 up through whatever, I wouldn't have a problem going back and watching 1 and 2 because the way they set up the world, I think it's really interesting. But that's just me. But 5, I think, is lacking in plot by Araki standards.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah. What do you mean?
It didn't feel. How do I describe it?
I mean, he took a different tone. I mean, it was like
Yeah, it's different, but 3 I think was also lacking the first half, which I think is a big consensus. Is that the first half of 3 is kind of lacking, and then when they get to
But
Egypt, it gets
what do you
better.
mean by that? You think it's slow though?
Yeah, it's slow.
Yeah, was it lacking? It's just slow.
Nothing really
Lacking
happens.
pacing.
You talking
Like-
about part 3?
Yeah, part 3 was very like go to this town.
That's not even a pacing
Part
thing.
3 is-
even in the manga.
Well, it's the same thing as like My Hero. We talked about a little bit with Eduardo. Is like the earlier seasons that they or like in the middle of the seasons, like kind of 3 and 4. Most of the plot was just to get to a fight, and that's how it was in my opinion, for part 3. It's like
Well, no, it
we
is
go to
that.
this town just for the fight.
Yeah, it is. That. It's a monster of the week type deal.
Yeah, and I don't think it's that. That's not fun in my opinion.
I don't know, but like most
Whereas
of the
like
I
in
like
part
when-
4, it's like it just happens, and it seems more organic.
yeah,
and it's
yeah.
fun.
I can see that. I mean, most of the fun for me personally for part 3, just the characters themselves interacting. I love that squad.
Oh, yeah, I love
and
the
I love them
interactions.
interacting with one another. So like the city or town or country to country they go to, yeah, it's a fight like every episode, and it's a monster of a week type deal. But like you see them interact and joke and experience the country they're in, and I don't know. It's a little bit
Yeah.
more than just like
But
oh, the
that's
fight.
like JoJo's in general. Is a big part of JoJo's enjoyment is the JoBros, watching them all interact.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I will never
Gyro.
say part 5 didn't have a good cast. I loved the cast.
Oh, yeah, the
I
cast
loved the
is
way
phenomenal.
they interacted. It was so fun. Like the way that one scene where they're all just jumping.
Jumping that
dude.
guy?
They're just jumping that guy. Like Abachio was like. So like beating his ass, like it's just that was because they thought he was a stand
I
user.
love that too.
He just looked like Mista wrong or something like that. He's like, he's a stand user.
He's like, he's a stand user. He's like, oh, easy,
like,
baby.
I'll never say like the cast is bad. It's just it feels like from 4 going from 3 to 4 is better, just everything just felt more organic and better in 4.
Yeah.
And then 4 to 5, the fights I think are actually better in certain fights are better in 5 than they are in 4. I think more of the fight because they're interesting in my opinion. They have cool stands in part 5. But according to that 4 standard, it just didn't stack up. And then I got to read Stone Ocean, and that's like even better on all regards. Like that, when I read part 6, that was the best part. And then I read part 7, I'm like, this dude does not miss. And then part 8, not a miss. It's not quite part 7, but like it's not a miss. Like he keeps getting
Solid.
better. So it's like if you look at just stand parts, 3 is the worst because of the monster of the week. Then it's 5, and then probably 4. I don't know, 6 and 8 are kind of close, and then 7's top. That's mine.
Like the difference between like I think part 3 and all of us, besides all the, I guess all the stand parts, all of JoJo is a kind of a monster of the week. But I think what Tyler's trying to say is that part 3, it was only a fight to be a fight. Whereas if you go in part 6, the monster of the week makes sense for the plot to happen. Everything needs to happen. Like she needs to fight this person to progress.
Exactly.
In this certain.
Because like, did they really have to fight a fucking monkey on the water? No.
I mean, they didn't have to, but
No,
Rocky was like, it'd be funny if they did, and it was funny, and it was funny.
Like,
and I love that wacky.
Jolene has to fight this girl because she has to get this, which leads to this, which then leads to Poochie.
Like everything is cohesive.
Like you don't have to fight a fucking monkey.
But I like the goofy I like the goofy aspect. Like, oh, I gotta fight this orangutan.
Yeah, it's goofy. It's goofy.
It's bizarre. Like,
no, yeah, it's bizarre. It's fun. And
JoJo's.
I'm not saying I don't enjoy it. Again, if I didn't enjoy any of the parts, I wouldn't say it's a top anime manga. However, it doesn't stack up to itself,
which makes sense.
And then also like aside from the cohesive part that part 6 has, part 4 is not cohesive. Everything is just like a fight to be a fight, but the fights make more sense than part 3's parts do. Like, does the back alley thing need to happen? No, but it makes sense and it ties into how the story ends.
Which I totally agree with. Like that's like y'all have like better hindsight than I do since you read the manga and all that. Just I like the goofy aspect of JoJo. So.
No, yeah. Like it's obviously 3 is better than 1 and 2. But I'm not gonna say it's the best stand part.
Yeah,
or like I'm not gonna say it's not the worst. It is the worst in my opinion. But again, that goes back to like worst doesn't mean bad.
Yeah.
It just means in that pool it is not the best.
And to be honest,
it's like if you're like here's two, who's worse, Michael Jordan or Steph Curry? You say Steph Curry, doesn't mean Steph Curry is trash.
No, it's just Michael
Jordan's just way better.
Exactly.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's just like preference. Because like if you look at all the parts, like they're definitely like different flavors of JoJo.
For sure,
like it's just wherever
you get a different aspect of each one.
Yeah, so just wherever story writing you just enjoy.
Yeah. Like 3, you get your.
That's why I love JoJo. It's a different story every time. It's just so different from like the last part.
I actually saw. I don't know if it's true or not, but apparently, from what I saw, the rumor is that Part 9, it's gonna be twin Joestars.
Twin.
I don't know how to feel about that. I saw that and I was like,
two main characters.
Yeah, so it's 2 Joestars.
The reason I'm pretty sure that's cap is because Part 9 is supposed to be a direct sequel to 8.
That's what I was thinking, and I was like, I don't know where you would.
So that doesn't make sense to me because Josuke is supposed to still be the main character.
I think it was unless they end up splitting.
Oh,
like the only way it would make sense is if you're doing like what they did in Part 4 with Jotaro and Josuke. That's the only way it would make sense.
Yeah.
Oh, like they're continuing like the same main character for Part 8 to 9.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's weird.
It's because it's the direct. If you finish Part 8,
it's like going from 3 to 4. Where
but like there was a different main character for 4.
Jotaro.
Yeah. Or like 6 to 3.
Yeah.
6 to 4 either. Because like Jotaro still shows up.
Yeah.
He's still a main factor.
Yeah, but he's
not even in 5, he's not a main factor, but he's like. In it.
I mean, he's there for like
Part 5.
I wonder how. Yeah.
Jotaro's in every part except 1. I mean.
He's not
And 2.
And 2.
He's in the ending of 2.
Well, isn't that like an anime exclusive?
Yeah.
It's after credits scene.
Yeah. He's an after
I didn't watch.
I was like, I don't know
Really?
if that counts because it was like.
Because I just know
Joseph,
Joseph was like, curse you Japanese or curse you Japan or whatever.
Yeah, Joseph. Yeah.
Jotaro's in there.
But yeah, I love JoJo. I love the power system of JoJo.
It is so fun.
Bring my boy Part 6 back.
What?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Honestly, get it off Netflix, bro. They're not doing it right. They're not doing it justice.
I was like,
we need JoJo Fridays.
You guys think binging is still like in?
Like we talked about this.
Oh yeah, binging is
you
definitely.
just don't like it. Yes, it's still a thing people like.
Binging
We
is
definitely talked about
like
this on the podcast.
Like for me,
it's just
like,
your preference, Eduardo.
Yeah.
So good example. You put me on Dark, and it's a show on Netflix. It's about like it's basically like a big time travel show, and it's based off a book, and it's 3 seasons, and it's phenomenal. My dad and I are watching. We just finished season 1 last night. There is no way I could have watched that weekly. It is too slow for me to watch that weekly. Like it is literally drag. There's scenes they don't talk for 10 minutes. It's just panel. Like it's not panel. It's like cinematic. There's like you just see people doing things, and there's no way I can watch that weekly. But because I'm binging it, it makes the end worth it. Like I don't think honestly, if I were to watch, I mean obviously I couldn't watch it One Piece when it was coming out because I was too young. But like if I was only like a couple hundred behind, I started watching it when I was like 5 or 6. I don't think I could have watched that weekly. Now I can because he's developed as a writer, but I had to binge it for me to enjoy it. But then other things like AOT, I could do that weekly. You know, that's fun. Every episode except for barring a couple, it kind of bleeds into the next. You can binge it.
I'm kind of fine with AOT because I had to deal with it monthly, like the manga. So I was fine. I'm fine with it weekly.
I mean, also like the anime, like it kind of sets you up to watch it weekly because every episode is the cliffhanger.
Exactly.
Every single.
But binging is definitely still a big thing. Now I think shows like JoJo, you probably shouldn't drop all of them and let the hype die out and be like, yeah, we'll just make it another year. Like no, if you're gonna do it consistently. If you're gonna bulk drop consistently, or just like drop less and then like I said, drop consistently. So instead of dropping 12, drop like 3 every month.
Yeah.
So it's like beginning of the month, you get 3 episodes or 4 episodes or whatever.
That's what Arcane did. So I was like, oh, like, and I enjoyed Arcane a lot.
But it's just like when you look at, because I think you were telling me that Netflix was looking at the analytics and like the hype was dying down and people stopped watching it or whatever, or what was it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I remember when Part 6 first came out on Netflix, you were saying something along the lines that it had a huge initial spike, which is obviously we were expecting. There's gonna be a huge spike, and then it died out, and people thought people just didn't care about JoJo, or the people at Netflix thought that people didn't care about JoJo because people were not watching it anymore.
Yeah.
But it's because everyone watched it.
Yeah.
And then they were sitting there waiting. It's like they're not gonna rewatch it. They already watched it. They're waiting for the next bulk drop. And then Netflix is like, yeah, we're not getting enough viewership, so we're just gonna drop the project. And everyone's like,
they didn't say they're gonna drop it.
Well, they said they're doing it indefinitely, and then they gave it time. They gave was it like November this year or October?
Remember.
It's later this year that they're gonna do it, but they said it's gonna be indefinite, so it's just TBD.
I don't think that's because of hype though. I think that's just a decision they decided to make. I don't think it's because
I thought
of
you were
hype.
telling me something.
Netflix
I
is
could be
used
remembering
to
wrong.
their binge model. They should be used to how their analytics work because they drop stuff like Stranger Things, like as a binge thing. They drop the whole season.
The whole
just
season.
Watch it all.
That's different.
Well, yeah, but they consider what they dropped with JoJo a season. It's like a part. Like Attack on Titan does parts.
That's ridiculous.
Same thing.
That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous to say that. Like that's not a part. That's like
If you were to make JoJo, I think it's an anime that shouldn't be seasonal. But if it were, like, how would that not? That is a conclusion to the season.
I didn't watch the anime.
But like it is.
Because I wanted all the anime to come out and then just watch it all.
And watch it all at once.
Yeah, I think JoJo's the anime that shouldn't be seasonal, but like if it were, that is the place it would end. So
Where
I
did it
mean,
end
if
at?
they view it as a season, I think it was right after the courtyard scene with Poochie.
Oh, with Poochie. I remember like they just introduced Poochie. Is what people were saying.
He's like
Yeah,
holding the Glock.
yeah.
pretty sure you watched it, right, Deven?
Watch what?
All of
Or
6.
6.
Yeah. Never mind. We didn't watch it together. Yeah.
It ended with the courtyard, right?
Yeah, and it was
kind
where
Where the report was like,
And then
Yeah.
Jotaro was MIA, I guess. Not dead, but like
she sent the disc off,
he's
and he was like, "What are you doing?"
yeah, he slumped.
And then
And she's all like,
And then
string
brother
blanket.
brother Poochie came out with the Glock. He was like,
Yeah, not Poochie, but like
"Brother
it's like-
Poochie."
Pretty sure he's father.
Huh?
He's
It's
a priest.
father.
he's
I
a
know.
father.
Yeah, I know.
He's also a brother
I said,
too.
yeah, he's also like my
He's
two
in
was wrong.
Florida. Yo, he's in Florida, bro.
He's a
I'm pretty sure he's just
He's an
I'm pretty sure
Italian
just, like,
man.
he's Italian, yeah. I'm pretty
I
sure
know,
he's just
I seen that-
dark skinned.
He's an
He's dark.
I've seen the debates where like Poochie isn't technically black, but I don't know.
That's what they're like.
Yeah.
Dio. People. It's like a headcanon. People are like, Dio didn't like Poochie till they found out he wasn't black. He's like, you're Italian? Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good.
Dude, there's like a thing going on. For, like aside from Jotaro being in almost all of the parts, there's an Italian in every single part, and I think
Yeah.
I think
I mean, yeah, especially with the Zeppelis.
Zeppeli, Zeppelis,
Yeah.
that whole line.
The Zeppeli line is like, because they always end up being a Jobro, so it's.
And then
it
part
ends up
4
tying in.
and
except for part 6, but then you had Poochie.
But then yeah,
True.
Poochie, yeah.
Yeah, part
I think
4.
part 6 is like, it's the way the Jobro circumstance works is a lot different than
The
the way it
Joe
works in
sister?
a lot of other parts. Because a lot of other parts is like, hey, I'm a Zeppeli.
Josis,
The
What?
Josis.
The
Josis in part
Josis.
6?
The
Yeah, yeah,
Josis.
yeah.
Hermes, and
Yeah.
Foo Fighters.
I mean, you also have like Weather Report.
Yeah, and then
And then,
Eniyasu,
yeah.
or whatever his name. I don't
The
know
little
if you say his
kid?
name. No.
Oh,
Oh yeah, him
what's
too.
his name?
Emporio.
Yeah. Emporio. Yeah,
Yeah.
Emporio. That's his name.
And then
That's about it.
That's what I tried to say his name. I don't know his name.
Nah, I keep saying
It
say
starts with an
Amatsu.
A and
I
N.
keep wanting to say
Isn't
like
it Amatsu?
Akametsu, but it's like
The guy who looks like
Inetsu
Diablo.
or something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
The
he looks like
Diablo
Diablo.
ripoff.
Yeah.
Walmart Diablo.
Yeah, we have Diablo.
We have
at
Diablo
home.
at home, yeah.
Amatsu. It's
It starts with an
Amatsu?
N.
It's like AM something.
That's an N.
Is it an N?
Yeah.
Anatsu.
It's not a Netsu, bro.
Anatsu.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Different anime.
Do y'all have any favorite stands?
I love
Like
the stands
arts
that
and
we
crafts.
make. It's so fun.
Oh, talking about
Anasui.
Mr. Blue Sky.
Wait, what'd you say?
Narcisio Anasui.
Honestly,
Yeah, Netsu. Okay.
Yeah.
arts and crafts.
Wait, what'd you say, Tyler?
I love the stands that we
He
make.
was saying he was
Oh,
saying
like
the
Mes-
character.
like our little like our JoJo.
Oh,
so
JoJo,
fun.
Mr.
It's
Blue,
so
Mr. Blue
fun.
Sky.
Like you put me on. Like every time I think about a song now, if I'm up at night and I'm really thinking about a song, this could be a cool stand. I start making a stand out of it, and it's so hype.
Yeah, I have a whole playlist for it, like Hotel California and all that.
Yeah. I think my favorite stand. I don't think I could do one favorite. I think I have to go like per part. You know what I mean?
Oh, you have a favorite stand per part.
Yeah, like I'd have to go like per part. Because I don't think I could do like one. Maybe I could do one over. I just
I
like,
just went
there's
to
just
the
so
first
many
one that
cool
came to
stands.
mind.
Like if you had a stand ability, like which one would you like want?
which one I want. I'm just kidding. The world.
Oh, yeah.
Basic
Uh,
man.
I'd probably do like I don't know, Dirty D's Done Dirt Cheap or something.
Bro,
why
like
D4C?
Tusk at 4 or.
Wait, what are
like
you
something.
using that for in the normal world? Let's say you don't stand in the normal world. What are you using like?
Do
Oh,
you
you
know how
know-
D4C works, Devin? So do you want him
You
to
don't know how
explain
it
it?
works.
You want him to
I don't think you want him to
Yeah,
explain
right,
it.
yeah.
You want him to say?
I just think there's something like
I
villain.
think he could actually use D4C in real life.
Okay.
I feel like I can use it a lot better than like.
In my
the
mind,
I
wild-
don't think he's not using King Crimson in real life. I don't think.
No.
I mean, it's like after it. I don't know. You kind of
I
can.
guess, but like not really. It's 5 seconds.
Wait, Devin, if you're twisting my arm, I guess if I'm gonna only anime GER. If I had to pick,
Where do you
I'll
say you are
do-
Who are
for?
you noping?
What?
Who you noping?
Whoever I want.
But who?
Devin, you're stepping out of line, be like GER,
Yeah,
you'd be like,
why though?
because I can.
I
I
got
think you
like
can do that with any other stand.
D4C.
I kind of like Metallica.
Yeah, I like Metallica.
Metallica's
as well.
interesting, yeah.
yeah. I
You
was
just
thinking like
Magneto at that point. You're just like.
I was thinking like either Ringo. I forgot the name of his stand, but I remember the character's name.
That the spray bottle person?
No.
No, you haven't seen him. He's part 7.
I guess I'll take Rolling Stone.
Arts and crafts. Rolling Stones.
what are you doing, Rolling Stone?
Whatever I want. I mean, I can't do anything with it. I
Yeah, you can't. You can't
It's
control
automatic
it.
stand.
It's automatic stand.
Yeah, so it does its own thing. Now it's in the world.
Arts and
You don't watch out
crafts.
for it.
And I really like Husk. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know why. I really enjoy Husk. I vibe with Husk.
Mhm.
Why?
I don't know. I just said that. I don't know. I just really vibe with Husk.
Husk.
Yeah. Tusk.
I was like, you said Husk.
I was
Like,
like,
Tusk.
my bad,
Act
Tusk.
I was thinking. I was like.
You said
does he mean
Husk, I was like,
Tusk?
yeah.
'Cause I said Tusk Act 4.
Act 4, yeah.
Act 4 is nutty.
I said in my mind like, Husk Act 4 doesn't sound right. I'm like, it's Tusk Act 4.
Yeah. Tusk.
Loki
my
like
bad.
Soft and West kind of cool too.
It doesn't even make
The
sense
bubble.
though. How do you just vibe with it?
I don't know.
get
I
that. No,
don't know.
explain. Like that
I
makes
don't
no
know.
sense.
You can say it's ability.
That makes no
You can
sense.
say
I
it's a-
have-
He
yeah,
shoots
it's ability.
fingernails.
What's it?
Yeah.
Like, how is that a vibe?
No,
I don't know.
What's the
Act four-
vibe?
What does
with it?
Act
No,
1 do?
Gabe,
Act
Gabe,
4 shooting fingernails?
No,
No,
Gabe,
That's Act
they
one.
all shoot fingernails.
No, so the base
But the
base
more
is
he
The
gets-
base ability is shooting fingernails.
But can you
the more
explain
ju-
the difference between the acts? So you can explain what Act 4 does.
Yeah, what does Act 4 do?
I don't want-
No, don't explain
No,
Act
it-
4. Explain Act 2.
I mean, it's
Act
a main
two?
JoJo ability. So I don't really.
Yeah. So part 2. Part 2. I guess. Yeah. Part
Act
2.
two.
Tusk.
Act
Act 2 Tusk.
Yeah, it's like
So
Act
what
2.
was it? Wasn't it that he like shoots him faster once it gets to part 2? Then part 3, Tusk. What was it? I low-key forgot what third. No, actually no. I do remember part 3. He's able to teleport around with Act 4.
What?
Doesn't teleport around.
What are you on about?
No,
You're
with
bugging.
I'm pretty sure. Wait,
Get
Gabe,
word
isn't-
is tripping.
No,
It's
isn't
when he's
it-
fighting
isn't it
Civil
that he like
War.
shoot it like at things and it goes through things. So like if you shot
Because
at
of
the
the
wall,
spiral.
he can go up the wall and through.
Yeah,
things.
because of the
But that's-
spiral. He
That's
ends
not
up
teleporting. Don't say
him,
yeah.
though.
You're
Okay.
wrong.
I'm
You're
not wrong.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
This is what Eduardo just said. It teleports you. Tyler said something completely different. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what
He
I
set up
said.
somewhere
No, it's
else.
not.
Eduardo,
He went
That's not what you
by,
said.
over there.
Eduardo, this is
That's
what
not
happens.
teleporting. It's moving.
No, Eduardo,
You see
this
it
is what's
moving.
happening. He spins it so fast
No, I
that it
know.
goes in the ground.
You
it
don't know.
burrows
You
through
said
the ground.
Yeah, the
teleportation,
spiral
bro.
took him to the other side.
That's not
Act 4.
teleportation.
That's
No,
Act
it's not.
4. That is
That's
Act
3.
4.
4 adds something.
That's how he
else.
beats D4C. That's because he got Act 4 to beat D4C.
That's, no, he
Gabe, back me up.
He actually got D4. He actually got Act 4 to beat
To beat
actually,
the
yeah.
last-
It was
No,
to beat
because
D4C.
yeah, because he
couldn't beat
used it
D4
again, but he got it for D4C.
because
Yeah,
it was
he's right.
because he had to fight D4C before he beat him. He did like before he wins. But like he had to develop it because there was no way for him to beat D4. D4C's pretty much broken. Like it's
D4C,
broken.
yeah.
Effectively, yeah.
It's broken. Like you cannot
It's
touch
only
the
bested by what's it called?
It's Act 4. That's
No. What's the Elvis Presley one?
Elvis.
Wonder of You.
Wonder
Yeah,
View.
the Wonder of You. It's only
Yeah.
beaten by that. Like that's the only other.
And even then, that's just like
Because
just. I mean, I don't say technicality, but like
Act
it's,
three
it's a
had-
swift beat. It's hard to beat that.
Act
Soft and Wet had to do something crazy.
Oh wait,
It
that's
had to
right. I
be
don't have
just
my
right.
phone on me.
What?
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say because Act 3 was what gave him the spiral
He can maneuver
that can
it.
move. Yeah. To move
Is it that he
the
can
spirals.
control it will, or he can just control the spiral in a certain way?
He just
Because
controls the spiral.
he was able to like shoot in things, and he can make it come out wherever he wants, in any direction he wants.
I'm pretty sure it's just because he aims good. I don't think it's because he controls it.
Yeah, I don't think it's control. I couldn't remember, but I was pretty sure it wasn't control.
I know. I don't think Act 4 was because he didn't. He got the ability to move around during the Civil War fight, and that's when he had Act 3.
Out of context.
Yeah.
JoJo Civil War.
That's just JoJo
Out of context. I was like, what
Yeah.
what did he do?
Yeah, during
No,
the Civil
Eduardo,
War
I'm
fight is
like-
when he got it. Yeah.
I'm fairly confident that he got Act 4 to beat D4C.
No,
Yeah,
he did.
did.
He's saying Act 3 is for Civil War.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
Act
Act
3 is
4
when he got the movement ability.
Okay.
I think movement is not teleportation, bro. You're not
why I said
getting
movement.
the W for
That's
that.
why I
You're
just
still
said
an L.
movement.
Okay,
You
so
said
what are you trying to
teleportation
say?
for it.
I
You're just
moved,
like
hey,
you're just reiterating what we already said.
Yeah.
I don't know what 4 gave him though.
You just said it, did you not?
Well, he doesn't want to say.
I don't want to say
Oh,
explicitly
yeah,
what
yeah,
it
okay.
is because it like
The major.
It's
like,
a hard counter to D4. Well, not
Yeah.
hard counter. But
no,
it's a
it is.
counter to
It literally
D4.
is. It's the perfect. It's the only counter for D4C other than maybe
Oh.
Calamity.
I wouldn't say it's the only counter. I think D4C would be a good counter to D4C.
Okay, let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be real. Like it is.
King
the-
Crimson.
okay.
Actually, no. I don't even think
The way
Crimson can beat it.
Funny Valentine uses D4C, it's like the
Yeah, it's the
okay,
number 2 stand.
in Part 7. It is the only counter other than D4C to beat
Yeah.
D4C. It is the only way to beat that.
Yeah, in all of JoJo, it's the number 2 most powerful stand. Like obviously,
Exactly.
if you take away like the main characters getting their main character power,
Or like GER or something like that.
which is main
yeah.
character power. Yeah.
True.
Like it goes not Calamity, Wonder of You, and then D4C.
Yeah.
It always goes the villains. They're always the top tier
They're always
JoJo
just
powers.
broken, and especially because like the way they use it, like
They're
you know
always
what?
time
I
related,
like
too.
I like my ability. Let's make it more.
Let's
And
do
they're
it.
like, because they're villains.
More.
Like the heroes don't necessarily think about like, yeah, I'm gonna make my ability more. They're just like, how do I beat the villain? The villains are like, I don't give a shit about you. I'm gonna make mine stronger. It's like,
I'm the main
oh,
character.
I accidentally killed this kid. Let's just reverse time. Just bring him back. Like, it's just crazy.
I did find that funny because like when I was when I first started early JoJo.
I think
We
I
can
have
talk
an
about
idea
later.
of what it was.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later.
But yeah, when I first started early JoJo, I already knew the meme like every villain having like a time ability. And when I got to part 4, like this thing is blowing up people. How could Araki possibly get this thing a time ability?
He's just like,
and he's like,
editor, pull up Killer Queen.
I'm like, I guess.
It's
I'm
just
like,
pull up.
like Killer Queen bites the dust. I'm like, okay, I guess. Now,
Killer Queen was actually pretty.
I love Killer
all,
Queen.
All of its abilities were just cool.
yeah, I love Killer Queen.
Yeah.
Killer Queen.
Easy fire.
No, but I say D4C. Like, obviously, it would be a good stand to have.
Yeah, it's the
in real
most
life.
broken, but like,
Yeah, it's
if you had a practical stand that you could use right now, like what would
that
you
is a
use?
practical
Oh,
stand.
is it?
Like
Okay.
Exotics could use.
Moody Blues could be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Be a
for-
I could literally
detective.
be just detective. I just like, okay, let's go through things. Honestly, I can get Sex Pistols and then just be in the Olympics.
Sex Pistols.
Isn't
in
that
the
isn't that
Olympics?
Mista's?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mista,
Wait,
Sex
how you gonna
Pistols.
There's
the
like gun
Olympics?
shooting in the Olympics.
Yes, there's
Oh,
competitive
is
shooting.
there?
I'm pretty
I didn't
sure
know
they
that.
looked at your bullet going. They're like, what's going on?
Wait, you see
here?"
my stand?
No, they won't see. No, they won't see. This is a bullet. Double going.
Devin, if I get it close enough, the margin of error is within a bullet. It's gonna be fine.
Well, isn't the
I'm
way
not like
Sex
I'm not gonna
Pistols
like
work? They don't
ricochet
move
a
in the
bullet
air.
off
They
in the
like
corner.
grab each other.
I mean, they like right. I mean,
No,
if
they
anything,
kick the
They
bullet.
kick the bullet.
They kick it like a soccer ball.
Yeah. So it's not like you're not controlling it.
Yeah.
It's getting kicked.
Yeah, but I'm not
see
gonna
it.
like 90
Yeah.
degree it. I'll get it close enough, and they'll just kick it right on spot.
The fact that the bullet even curved
Hey,
at all is insane, Tyler.
You're living in the era of the 21st century. The
With
cameras will
cameras.
catch you, and they're like, "What is this nigga doing?"
I'll
Yeah,
get it close enough.
No, the fact that the bullet is moving at all
the
is
fact that it's
insane.
moving is still gonna be sus.
Then why would they blame it on me? I can't like
Nigga, you're the one shooting the bullet.
also, give me any bullet, any gun, I'll hit it.
They're
I'm
still
just
gonna
not
blame you.
Yeah.
How?
What do you mean?
They're gonna think you like paid
no,
off them
no,
or something.
No, they're gonna say like the commissioner of the OIC, the
And you'll never be invited
IOC.
again.
Yeah, you would. They were like,
Well, what are
you're
they-
like, you're
I'm
on
too
something.
good of a shot. What are they gonna say?
Tyler, they don't need a reason. It's just like casinos. They don't need to know how you're cheating. If they think you're cheating, they just won't let you back in.
And then I would just say, look, give me any bullet, any gun.
Tyler,
It
it
doesn't
doesn't
matter.
matter. If they
It
think you're cheating, they won't let you. They don't
It
need
would not
they don't
matter.
need proof. They just have a feeling, and they're like, he's not coming back.
If anything, you would have a better chance using the Emperor because like you can actually control the bullet and you can like slightly curve it. It was like Mista with Sex Pistols, they're kicking it and the bullet is like ricocheting from like one another.
Yeah, you
I
I think
think
the
like,
Emperor, you can
There's sharp turns too.
No, I'm saying like,
Mista, you
okay,
can curve
when I'm-
Because with Emperor, you control it the whole time. You can just make it a
you
line
just
drive.
Curve it as
well,
a
what I'm saying is like
tad
they
bit.
don't have to kick it full force 90 degrees.
They don't have,
No, Tyler, that's not the issue. You're talking in the 21st century with all these cameras. A slight movement will be sus, and they're like, "Why did it do that?"
and they're kicking like a soccer ball, so like it's gonna like curve. Any amount of curvement would be crazy, Tyler.
Okay.
That's when I pull.
Unlike the Emperor, where you can like.
That's when I pull up to the Olympics and I'm like, I don't need a gun. Watch this.
I brought my own.
You can't use Emperor because they can't even see the gun.
Oh, you're right.
Because the gun itself is not standing.
Yeah.
no, they can see it.
No, they
They
can see the
said they
gun.
couldn't see it.
Because the gun itself
No.
is the
No, it's the
stand.
same-
That's
same
just
as
a
the ship.
meme, but you can see
It's
it.
the
It's like
same
the
as the
ship. You
ship.
can see the
Yeah.
ship.
Yeah, but I thought they said they.
No,
No,
you can
it's
see,
just- it's the
people
same as
see
the
Whole
ship.
Horse's gun when he walks in
Do
town.
they? Okay.
Yeah.
He just has it on his hip, yeah.
Oh.
The meme is he's holding an invisible gun, but people can see it.
Okay. That would be funny though. What are you thinking
What
about?
you thinking
What
of?
were we talking about?
We're thinking about how
Oh,
you're gonna cheat the
Practical
system.
stand. Practical stand. No, I don't want to cheat the system.
Okay, I
just
don't
like
know if you were
cool
still. I
stands
don't know
to
if you were
have.
still on Sex Pistols.
No.
I would like that sex festival.
Maybe arts and crafts.
I think
I already said that.
Blues
though.
is pretty practical.
That's what I said. Like you could be like
Not only for
god
being
tier
a detective, you just like I'm gonna win. Oh, you didn't say that? Bet let's go back and see what you said.
Oh yeah.
You're just like the
I'm
meme-
my own
like the
editor.
meme-
Editor, roll back the clip.
Editor, roll back the clip, yeah.
You see the meme with the guy like.
Like Moon Knight.
Moon Knight.
Isn't that Moon Knight?
Oh no, he's talking about.
No,
when he was
yeah,
up in the
he's
sky.
It's the guy who's like moving the
Oh.
sky. He's like.
Yeah.
I think like Doctor Strange
Yeah, I
doesn't
thought
rewind
you-
No, I'm
time.
not like,
What are you talking about?
He goes like this. He goes like he reaches
I know
up,
the thing
he's
he was
like,
talking about. He's talking about Moon Knight.
he's
with
going
this-
like this.
Where he's like he's turning like the night sky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
by helping.
That's why everyone's
T'Challa.
like with the
T'Challa.
iOS 16. They're like, you said this, did I?
Dude, I.
What?
Five.
Crazy diamond.
I think it'd be pretty cool just being able to erase whatever I want with the hand.
Honestly, what's that one chef, Tony?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
he's
was
With
it. With his
what's his
cooking
stand?
ability.
Yeah.
It's like the cooking will like not heal you, but like it kind of like fixes.
No,
like,
actually,
issues you have.
what's crazy is that
It was like it's like
I was
perfect
actually
for you.
watching this
Yeah,
video. This
yeah.
guy's talking about like breaking down his power. People get his power wrong. His stand power is not to like make the perfect food that heals you. His stand power is just mild healing. He just like is that good of a chef.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like his canon. He's just that good of a chef.
That's why he's a stand user who manifested his own stand.
Exactly.
He was that good at cooking that he got a stand.
Yeah, that's everyone in part 4.
No,
They
there's
all
arrows.
manifested
There's
their own
stand arrows.
stands. Except for like the villains.
No, there's only two that manifest their own stand. It's the
Cinderella.
cooking- Yeah, Cinderella and cooking guy. Everyone else was just stabbed by an arrow. He was like,
Was
Josuke wasn't
Kira
stabbed?
stabbed?
Yes,
Yes.
he was.
No, he wasn't. Oh yeah, he
Yes,
was.
he
He was.
was.
His dad stabbed him the
Yeah,
first time.
yeah.
He stabbed
Oh,
him
yeah.
again.
yeah, and then he's like, what the?
He's like, let's do it again.
Was Josuke stabbed?
No, but
Josuke- Josuke
he's a
Joestar.
Joestar, so he gets it.
Earth,
In,
Wind,
he
and
gets it.
So he
in lineage.
manifested it.
Well,
September, Earth, Wind, and Fire?
Jotaro wasn't stabbed
Huh?
either.
Yeah, but he's a Joestar.
Well,
Tyler.
that's it's in the genetics.
And then
requires an
what's his
anomaly.
name? Who's the Echo guy?
That's
Echoes?
Koichi. He got
Yeah,
shot.
was he stabbed?
Yes,
He
he
got
got
shot.
shot.
was.
He got shot, and then Josuke was like, "Yo, get back up, my boy."
Okay.
He healed him.
Was it Okiyatsu? His
Yeah,
brother?
it was his
Okiyatsu?
brother.
Yeah, he got
shot.
stabbed.
No,
His brother.
well, no. Okiyatsu was fighting Josuke in front of the house, and the brother was
Yeah,
like,
the brother was like, I'm gonna be Hawkeye real quick.
he's like,
So like
he's like, let me
the
snipe.
dad,
Let me
what's his name?
snipe this
Kira's
random
dad,
school
who
kid.
was like in the photograph with the arrow. Was he just going around town
I have no
stabbing
idea.
random?
No,
niggas?
that's
I have no
actually the
idea.
meme. He went around before him. It was
because it was the
Okiyatsu's brother?
priestess that was the old lady from part 3 that was with Dio. She gave him like 5 or 6 stand arrows, and she's like, yeah, give it to people, and it's time to like stab people.
Yeah,
and if they die, they die. If they don't, they serve Dio.
You give him 5?
5 or 6. They give him like a whole plethora.
It was
What happened to all of them?
They
only had one.
They
No,
got broke or
Ty-
destroyed.
No, they only got the one, and
I
Okio.
thought they got like a quiver of arrows.
No, they said there is arrows, but Okio's brother got
okay,
one,
okay, yeah,
and
yeah.
he was stabbing niggas so he can heal his dad.
Yeah,
or
and
he's doing
basically,
it to
'cause
kill him.
they're like Dio can fix your dad. 'Cause
The
their dad
only
was fucked
arrow
up.
I remember is the beetle arrow.
That
honestly.
Requiem
That's
arrow?
the one I
Part
like
six.
like remember the most about.
Or from part 5.
Yeah,
Part five,
Requiem.
Yeah,
I mean, I feel like someone could fix their dad. There's definitely a stand that could fix
I mean,
it.
Josuke.
that's what
probably
they tried
could.
doing.
Yeah,
Like,
I
not
think
even
Josuke
Not even
could.
Josuke
He
could
tried.
fix it. Yeah.
Couldn't he?
I'm pretty sure he tried.
He
That was
actually
like
tried.
the first thing they tried.
Did
Yeah.
his dad just die?
No, he's still alive.
They just
He
kept
still
him
just
alive.
looks
If
like
anything,
that.
he
I
wanted
just
to
missed-
he wanted to stand to kill his dad because his dad was unkillable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Josuke was like, "What you're doing is wrong. How about you try and find a stand that fixes your dad?"
Like me.
And he punched his dad, and then he just fixed a photo.
He was like, "Fuck." Well, I can't fix.
He fixed a photo, and then his dad is like crying at the photo because it's his family, familia and
I
all
think it's
that.
because like I guess whatever system works around Josuke's stand doesn't consider him broken, so he can't fix
Oh,
him.
that
Because
might be
he's
part of
because
it,
he's
yeah.
mutated and
Yeah.
like.
So it's like he's still a person. Like, you can just punch a person and like fix them.
Yeah.
They're not broken.
Well,
Yeah,
doesn't need to
but
punch
he's
him.
mutated, so like I mean, he's
Well, that's what I'm
like-
saying. Like
his mutation ain't technically.
that's what I'm saying. Like they
broken.
can't just like
Yeah.
punch your face and fix your tooth gap. Like,
No,
it's
you
not going
could.
away.
I mean,
That he
oh yeah,
could.
well,
That's
no,
what
you
he
could.
did.
But that's like
Isn't the
genetic.
reason he
It's-
looks like that because of the stand arrow?
No, it's
No,
because
it's
of
'cause of
it's because of
Dio.
the thing from part 3. What was that little?
It was Dio's
little-
hair follicle that he can control people with, and since
Yeah.
Dio died, like it did something to him, and
Yeah.
it like fucked him up.
It, like,
Remember
messed
that
up his
that
brain.
little gushy
Why don't you
thing?
stab him with the stand arrow and see if he, because like the way stands work, they kind of relate to you.
They just
No,
never
isn't,
thought of
isn't
that.
he like
RNG.
no? Isn't he like invulnerable?
No. Yes, you're right. He actually
Because
is.
like
yeah, he
they-
can't die.
could-
because
They
he's a
tried killing him
vampire.
multiple
He's a
times.
vampire basically.
Yeah,
I'm
he-
not talking about killing him. It's just about giving
That's
him
also
No,
why he
yeah,
has to stay in the
that's why
attic
they
because he's like,
couldn't-
isn't he basically a vampire?
No, he can
No,
be
he's
sunlight.
just in the attic because
No,
he's
if he was a
ashamed.
vampire, they would just
Oh.
kill him then. They're throwing him in the sun.
Yeah, but like, what
He's
do
just
we-
ashamed.
He's
That's why he's in
immortal.
the
He,
attic.
Okay.
he can't die.
Okay, I have to rewatch part 4. It's been forever.
True.
I don't really want to.
It's probably been like 3 years.
I
4
guess. I
years,
mean, I don't
almost?
know.
No, 3 years.
Well, you know what? Remember that paper ability in part 4?
Enigma.
Yeah. That'd be
Devin
crazy.
knows the
Hey,
name.
don't do that. I like the stand use the end of the ability. Or not the I like the stand ability.
Imagine me just like, all right, let me unfold.
Yo,
paper.
I think that would be kind of cool. Like imagine traveling. I'm like, all right, house. All right.
Exactly.
Let's go.
I don't think you can put a house in it. It has to be like
don't see why
something
you
you
wouldn't.
can move.
I
Like
think it has to
something
be
you gotta
something
put.
He
in
put a
it.
whole print. He put a whole car in there.
Oh,
He did, yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
he
never
put a
mind.
And
car
then
in
he was
there.
like, he was like,
The car
I
came
I only remember the gun.
But does he draw it? Like, how does he get it in the
No, he
paper?
literally folds
no, he
it.
folds a paper. It
So you
goes
have to
like
get the
this.
paper big enough to wrap around the car?
No, isn't
like-
isn't
it's
it from his perspective? Like if it crushes it, then it's like.
I
I thought he just
Oh,
takes it
okay.
and then he just folds it.
I thought it was
I don't
like
remember how
I thought
it
it was
works.
like
To be
the
honest-
paper was his own little dimension, so
to
he
be
could, like
honest-
had to like slide it in there. And put
To
the
be
car
honest,
in
we
there.
never see the activation of his power. We see like him using it. So we
I
don't
thought
know-
it was
we-
just like
we
he just gets paper goes like. And I
we
got
don't know
you.
the mess of how he gets it in there. He just knows that he can't put things in paper. And if you can put a
And, like,
car in a paper, I don't know. Like,
if you can
what
put-
really is
what's the
limitation?
limits, yeah.
If you can put people in there,
I was like a car is the biggest thing you can think
No,
of, Devin.
but like, come on, man. Like,
I'll be like,
I feel like if
you
you
got a big paper that folded it. Like,
yeah, but like, why would he not just get a house and like drop a house on someone then?
he still has to open it. It'll
Because
fall
because
on top of
he's
him.
a
yeah,
side
it'd be
villain.
collateral damage. He would just
He'll
hit
fall
his
on
car.
top of
It's
him.
because
Nah,
he's a side
just,
villain.
Just like throw it.
No, Gabe, you're thinking like a main villain. He's a side villain. He's a JoJo villain.
Yeah, he's
So
a
is Metallica.
true.
Metallica had the best fight in part 5.
I love Metallica.
Hot take, maybe. Maybe that's a hot take, but I think
I don't
Metallica
think
had the
so.
best fight in part 5.
I like Metallica's fight.
Anyone disagree with me?
No, I love Metallica. I love Metallica.
I don't remember. I don't remember a lot from part 5 either.
He had the fight with Doppio.
Well, I know what happened with Metallica. I know he fought Doppio and like lost, but
you know, he didn't lose. Don't do that. He
did
technically
lose.
won.
He lose.
He
He
lost.
lost.
Not because of Doppio, but he
I'm
did
mad
lose.
that he lost, but he lost.
Everyone
He didn't
was.
lose. He
Everyone
won.
was.
It's just-
He lost.
He got
No, he
scrap
lost.
metal.
He
No,
lost.
don't do that.
One of them dead, one of them didn't die
My
after that
nigga
fight.
won. And
He
he won.
lost.
Devin, no matter how bad you're beating my ass, if you're dead and I'm alive after the fight, you lost.
No, you didn't beat me. If I'm beating your ass, a game comes out and shoot me, you didn't beat me.
Yes, I will.
did.
No,
He
you
won.
didn't.
You
No,
did. You died.
lost.
You did not.
You
I beat
lost.
you. And
You
you can't
lost.
beat
You
me.
didn't finish me
It's
off,
a
Devin.
rock,
What
paper,
would you finish
scissors.
me off, Devin?
What are you
Do
stretching up for?
something.
It's a rock, paper,
Finish me off.
scissors.
Okay. So if you choose, so you're saying he wins, you're saying he doesn't win.
No,
you saying
flip
he
it.
win. Yeah,
Yeah, he lost.
I think it's like
So okay,
I think
of
it's like a
Goku
rock.
Vegeta fight, the first fight, who do you think won?
Goku Vegeta.
Uh,
How did
I
that?
mean, neither.
Saiyan
It was
Saga.
more of a draw. More of a draw than
tie?
anything.
I think technically Vegeta won. technically Vegeta.
I mean,
was,
I give it like if you're going off of
Because if you're saying,
But it's different circumstances though, because Goku
kinda
didn't
the same.
die. If Goku died during that fight,
What do you
Vegeta would have
mean?
won.
No, he
If
lost the
Vegeta-
fight.
No, I'm sorry. If Vegeta died during that fight, Goku would have been like the victor.
Why? He didn't win the
I'm
fight.
not saying I agree with it, Devin. I'm not saying I agree with it. It's just how it is.
that's exactly what you're saying. You're saying you agree with that statement though. That's not an
And it's
objective
not how it
statement.
is.
Just because someone,
Metallica lost.
what, did Piccolo win the fight against Raditz and Goku because he's the only one alive? No.
Basically, yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's a little
On a
different,
technicality standpoint, yes, he did. He killed them.
Okay, so
Technically,
Okay, me?
no, like it's not how it works.
It's so much different. It's like it's literally as if me and you fought, and I'm hovering over you, and you're clearly beaten, and then a third party comes up and kill me. I beat you, and then that third party killed me.
You're dead.
Yeah, and I beat you, and the third party beat me.
Metallica died.
Okay,
Like
I'm not
Naruto
saying
and
he did
Sasuke
it.
beat Madara. No, the other nigga came up behind him and stabbed him. So would you say that, Tyler? Would you say that Naruto and Sasuke beat Madara?
No, I guess not.
Okay, it's kind of the same
No one was
thing.
beating Madara.
True. Nigga,
I guess that's a better way of analogy.
Yeah. I was trying to think of other animes, but I was like, I can't think of another anime that does this.
Could you think of Naruto?
I forgot.
Naruto,
Yeah, I
so-
forgot that.
You blacked out your memory.
No,
Like, and the ending part did not.
Naruto ended when Madara had the 10 tails. That's it.
Nah, it ended at the Final Valley fight. I don't know what happened before that though.
There was like a time skip.
Yeah, I don't know what happened after that.
There was, Madara
fighting
showed
each
up.
other.
He was going nuts, and then Final Valley. I don't know what
Naruto
happened.
Sasuke like run it,
Yeah.
It's like all of a
run my
sudden,
fade.
Madara just wasn't there anymore. You know.
And all of a sudden,
Crazy.
Sasuke was like,
I assumed they just had
Guy
a good
gave
fight
him-
and it was over.
Yeah, Madara just flew up into space like, all right,
he's like, I'm gonna go to the moon. See ya.
I'm gonna put the head out.
My headcanon was like, oh, guy's too strong. I'm gonna go to the moon.
It's kind of stupid that we only had like a one chapter fight between Madara and Naruto and Sasuke.
It was dumb. I
Couldn't
hate
get
the
more
way the
than,
Naruto
like-
ended.
I mean, they had a bunch of mini
Was it only
skirmishes.
one chapter in the?
Pretty sure it's like one or two
I
of
mean,
like just Naruto. Like when Naruto and Sasuke had their like sage powers, they only
Yeah.
fought him for like he did the meteor shower thing and
And
then he did infinite Tsukiyomi.
Yeah, but to be
And that
honest,
was it.
they had like mini skirmishes before that. So like you saw them interact
But like
more.
that's not
but
like full power. Like, I
I
wanna
see-
see them,
Yeah.
I mean, they're ramping up in power because like Madara clearly was like, yeah, I'm better than both you and
He
Naruto.
was.
He killed Sasuke. He was like, all right,
Killed Naruto too.
yeah,
He killed both of
yeah.
them.
And he's like, all right, I'm that guy. And then they got like a power up. They beat shit out of Madara, and then Madara got a power up. Then it was just a back and forth.
See, that fight's so confusing because so many people died in that fight. Madara died twice and Naruto and Sasuke died.
Yeah,
I
it was
just
just them powering up.
No, I just don't like the way that
Guy was on the
it
brink of
ended with,
death.
like, Kaguya.
What?
I don't like the way that they did. No one did.
yeah,
Hot take, Tyler.
hot
Wow,
take.
you're making a scorching hot take here.
No.
I mean, to be honest, Kishimoto wrote himself in a wall.
True. I mean,
What
yeah,
do you want to do?
he
Give
couldn't
Naruto
beat Madara.
another power up to beat Madara? Like,
No, just like it's just teamwork. Like
Yeah,
Dragon Ball
get-
does it all the
they-
time.
they could've,
Like
but-
Goku and Vegeta just team up and beat the stronger person because 2 versus 1.
That's
two
what he ended
should
up
always win.
doing for
But-
Kaguya.
but yeah, but at that point, like,
If the 2 is relative to the 1, they should win.
yeah, but at that point, like, I think he made Madara so strong, like Naruto and Sasuke, like, I think he established like those two weren't like touchable.
I mean,
Not
look
really.
at
I don't
even like
think so.
like
I'm
the
trying
Dragon
to
Ball example.
remember.
Look at like Jiren with like 7. There's no way he's like
Yeah,
you look at Cell
Jiren
Saga.
was kind of established
No,
to be
look at Cell
untouchable by
Saga.
anyone.
There's no way 17. He did no training. He just was on a farm. He was on the island. He didn't
That's a-
train, but he like couldn't scale to Cell, but he could scale to Jiren.
Yeah,
I
but
think
that's
it's weird.
That's like,
Like,
Android.
They just
nonsense.
said like he just did.
Yeah, that's Android Dragon Ball
Like,
scaling
I think,
nonsense.
say what you will about Super. Super did the Jiren thing the way Naruto should have done Madara. They made Jiren. They built him up to be this like unbeatable guy, and they made everyone team up on him. Just do that in Naruto. Not only Naruto and Sasuke, have other people jump in. Like
Kakashi
they
jump
did.
in.
They
yeah.
should.
Because yeah, when Jiren fought him, 17 was jumping in, Frieza was jumping in. They were like tag teaming him.
To be honest, they
Just
should have
do
done
that.
like what they did with Kakashi getting the double Sharingan with like for Madara, and then like,
Yeah,
have like
exactly. Like there's so much they could have done. Then he wanted to do. I don't think it's that he couldn't.
He wanted the main
did
2
say-
against Madara.
Well, he did say that he couldn't think of a way they could beat Madara, but I think it's more of he wanted him to fight Kaguya.
Imagine
Yeah.
if all like what are the main teams?
What do y'all about?
Like
Team 7?
team 1 through 7. They all just
Oh,
team
like
up
the
on Madara.
Konoha.
That would have
11.
been crazy.
That would have been cool, but we have like no connection.
The
with
last
them.
generation, my bad. That's what they're, I guess. what
Last
they're called.
generation.
Yeah,
That's not what they're called.
Naruto's called New Generation.
No, that's not what they're called.
They're called the Konoha
they're
12.
Well,
Thank you,
Konoha
that's what I
11.
wanted.
Is there 11?
The Konoha 11, if you want to get real.
I could not think of.
Now
the
that
names. I
math
know-
checks out, it's like 3-3.
Hey,
They're the 3 minutes.
something happened in the Great Ninja
Oh, yeah.
War. It's the Konoha 11.
Yeah, you're right.
the Konoha 12 no
Stakes
more.
were high.
It's the Konoha 11.
Oh yeah, some like mid character died, I guess.
Oh my gosh. That's
got
what they're
no
called.
character-
The Konoha 11. Just all the main kids just team up on Naruto.
I guess.
Didn't you say something was like he just wanted someone to die? He's like Neji.
Yeah, he had like a log. He was like, characters I don't need anymore. Tenten, Lee, Neji.
Well,
Alright, Neji, you're dying.
Look at like what the circumstance that he died. You telling me Neji reacted faster than Naruto during the great? No, Naruto had his Kurama mode. He was like, I'm Naruto.
Maybe it's like
Neji's
one of the situations.
Naruto, watch
like,
out.
It's one of the situations. If Neji
Bro, just punch the wood. Why you
Naruto,
punch it?
At that point, Naruto could probably just be like,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
snap it
but-
away.
Naruto would have ate that. Naruto
Nah, he
regenerated
was
a lung
eating
at
that.
No,
Don't do that.
worst comes to worst.
regenerated a lung at like 7.
Yeah,
Devin.
like those.
Devin, worst comes to worst, he gets stabbed, catches it, pulls it out, and regenerates it because he can regenerate.
Maybe if
Yeah.
Neji didn't react and Naruto would have reacted, but he was like, no.
Well, I think
Naruto's like saw Neji. He's like, you got it, Neji.
Yeah, you got it, Neji.
You eat that.
Oh, I think during that time, I think Naruto was like a little mind broken.
No.
I think. What do
I'm
you mean
kidding, go
no?
ahead.
Because
Well, he would be like distraught because I think wasn't he just throwing like spears, wood spears at people, and people were just like dying around
Yeah,
him.
I
So like
think
you'd
so.
be distraught, but like at the end of the day, like Kurama would have snapped him out, like you're finna die, bro. You
Yeah,
actually finna die.
something definitely would have happened.
Wasn't
Kurama.
Hinata, like
Like
show-
Naruto, like there's
was
no
gonna originally
Neji
die
literally
until
only
Neji
died
jumped in?
because he wanted Neji to die. That's the only.
Yeah.
Oh no,
there's
I
other
agree.
reason.
Like he
Yeah.
only died, but like he tried to write like, oh, Naruto was like distraught, like his teammates
Yeah.
were dying, his village just got like nuked.
Because then Hinata was giving him.
Yeah, and Naruto was like, I'm that person. I'm
Hinata
not.
was giving him like another pep talk, and then he's like, Neji, what gets in front? If I remember correctly.
Wasn't Naruto protecting Hinata?
No,
No.
Hinata jumped to save him, and then Neji jumped to save her. I mean, I'm almost surprised that they just go through all three of them. Like, why did Neji just stop the full like?
Oh, like it should have been a Kurama situation.
Yeah.
That Kurama went through Kushina and
You're
Minato.
telling me Neji had the endurance enough to stop that, but Naruto could just be like, come on.
Just slap it.
That was surprising.
Talks about another stupid death is Minato. Ain't no way Minato couldn't have stopped that. Minato was faster than light.
Yeah, why is he
that.
dying to that? That's ridiculous.
Minato could have got Kushina and Naruto out of Kurama's little finger.
Bro, Kurama could have been going at him and he'd be like, knife, teleport away. Like,
We'd have to mark Kurama.
Well, yeah, that's what I think. What his situation was like. He had no marks for that situation. He had no marks on Kushina nor Naruto. So like, I think his only option was like.
No,
But can't-
that is not.
no, but
he
can't he,
doesn't
like-
need marks to go fast. He is really fast without the marks. He uses
No, yeah,
flash
he's
step
one of the
to
fastest-
run fast.
Yeah, I guess he does have to fly.
That's like a misconception. A lot of people think that he's only fast because of teleportation. No, he is
I
extremely
mean, that's a
fast.
key factor in like,
Yeah,
'Cause he
certain
helps.
movements.
Wasn't
It
he
helps, like-
meant to be faster even before teleportation?
Yeah.
Was like the
He's the
Without
fastest
he's
character.
raw movement speed the fastest. He was like going. He made everyone look like they were in slow motion without teleportation.
He was fighting A.
Yeah,
Right?
and
He was
he
was
fighting
like
A, who was like the
motion.
fastest
But
character.
that was primarily,
he was like running around him and he was like.
But no, he was technically
Yeah.
teleporting, and what carried him
Well, he was
his,
teleporting and running.
Nah, he was mainly teleporting. What carried
He was
him
running the hands with B.
Yeah,
and he
it was-
ran around A to get to B.
He didn't run. He teleported, and what carried him was his reaction time,
No.
movement time,
He
and
was
reaction.
able to run between teleportations.
What do you-
He didn't just
he
like
was a-
teleport.
He did. He
No, he
threw
did do
all his
that.
kunai.
No, he
Yeah.
did that as well, but he was also running around and he was. Yes, he was. He was
Tyler,
running
if you
around
watch the
A.
fight, he teleports, and then B tries to, or A tries to punch him, and then like he reacts and like tries to like he's reacting to it. He's not running. And
No, the difference I'm trying to say. I know you're right here, but like it's in that scene when he teleports behind him, he's moving significantly faster when he's doing the like he's attacking him when he's grabbing the kunai.
Yeah.
Than the person in front of him is.
Yeah,
there's clearly a speed gap there.
yeah, it was like, I guess, yeah. But
Minnesota
yeah, I know what you
is
mean. He
very
does have like the
fast.
body flicker, and he has all that. So yeah, he
He
is.
could have got there in time. Kurama's not that fast.
I mean,
There's no way.
Yeah, you're right.
Although the Eight Tails did kind of react to Minato, which is kind of insane. But
I think it's more like you just prepped. I don't know.
Prep time.
I think
No.
arguments are all over for that. It's crazy. Some people are like, yeah, it's prep time. He just knew he would be. I don't know. I don't know.
Hey, yo, call me crazy. 8 Tails prep time. Just
precog,
Just
you
throw it
know.
out there.
so I think Naruto scaling is so easy to do, but I think because sometimes people want it to be more broad than it is, they make stupid arguments. Like they're like, oh, the kunai in Naruto are just strong because Minato cut 8 Tail with kunai, therefore kunai is strong.
A full BG he cut the tail. He cut
He cut the whole tail. They don't understand that like he's like infusing chakra into that to make it strong, which is a
And it's
simple concept.
Never seen
It's
seen
literally
anyone
explained in
die
base
towards a
Naruto.
kunai except Madara when he killed that
Because I
one
saw that when
ninja.
they were like, oh, if I had gun, I'm killing Madara. I'm like, no, your bullet is not going through
Are you
Madara's
infusing
skin.
the bullet with chakra?
Yeah,
otherwise
because
you had no
his main
shot.
argument was, well, Sasuke stabbed him. Like, yes, Sasuke stabbed him.
Sasuke isn't just a
Not
normal guy.
Not random nigga off the street stab him.
Hey, yo, I could be Yuha because I mean Ichigo did it. Like,
You know,
no,
Madara went against the whole like ninja army.
it was cakewalking them.
Yeah,
it was nothing.
and this
to
guy
him.
is just like thinks he's the guy or something.
Well, his like argument is he was like, his skin can be pierced. I've seen it be pierced before. Like, yes, by
Did
Sasuke.
he say
not
something
by
more
He
some
put
random
enough
nigga.
force to stab him.
And
So it's
also
like,
the
he-
chakra infusing it.
He'd probably say something like, he's seen knives before. He's seen chakra, but like,
What?
kunais before. He's never seen a gun before. I pulled up with a Glock.
Yeah, he's seen things faster than a gun.
He'll recognize the weapon for sure. If you're drawing on him, he's like, I would have this is. You
He's like, I
shoot
wonder
it.
what that contraption is.
He's like,
True, yeah, like Madara's never seen the Rasengan before. It doesn't mean he's just like, let it hit me real quick. This guy said,
I
nah.
wonder what that is.
I want to see what this would feel like. Hit me with
the
that.
only time he did would purposely take damage is when he was reanimated.
Yeah, because he knew he just
Because he
did
was
that.
like, regenerate.
Yeah,
He
he
needs
was,
to learn.
He was so not punching nigga. It was like, I want to strong you were. I was like, oh, that's crazy. You could have killed me.
But this is, dude, look at this.
Actually, even then, Madara's still pretty smart because he saw a particle style attack and he was like, that's interesting, but I'm not gonna let it touch me.
Well, yeah, he knew like.
No, he knew what it was though.
Yeah, but he didn't know what it would do to him. It's never hit him
because
before.
yeah, no one's ever
Yeah,
experienced it.
'cause
It's
he-
like, you're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knew Inoki, but he didn't know like
He didn't know what it
he
would
didn't
do.
know like what the
He
reaction.
knew Mu though, and that
Yeah,
was-
he knew the move, but like he didn't know like what the what's the word I'm looking for, like the interaction between like the reanimation jutsu and then like the particle like.
yeah.
Because he knew particle style quite well because he was
Yeah,
friends with
obviously.
Mu.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like,
Mu.
I mean, he wasn't friends with him.
But he like knew him like.
Yeah, but
well.
he knew Inoki and all that.
He knew Inoki more. He didn't know Mu. I think you're getting confused
The fuck is
because
Mu?
Kabuto was reanimated as Mu, and you're thinking he was talking to Mu. He was talking to Kabuto.
No, like back in like when Madara was alive, he knew Mu.
No. When Madara was alive, he knew Onoki. Because
I
Onoki.
guess I'm tripping. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't even think Mu was alive when Madara was alive.
Because I thought Mu
was
trained
old.
Inoki.
Yeah, he did, I think. But,
But
like,
Inoki was a
Inoki's
kid.
old.
He wasn't.
Because
Yeah,
he's
he was
like-
more.
he's
He
like-
was, if you look at the flashback between like.
But he was
Madara-
like teenager. Like he was young. He wasn't like old.
He was like 20. I mean, like if you leave the flashback, Madara's talking to him, and he looks kind of like oldish.
He looks pretty old. Yeah, that's like. I'm pretty sure Inoki's like 100. And
Yeah.
That was just like his like
now.
appearance. Madara has been alive for like when he was alive, it was hundreds of years. or
Yeah,
100 years
but
ago,
that was like when he was
100 years ago.
underground.
But he was like I thought he was 80.
Well, he's talking like in his
I thought he was like in his
Oh.
like like late 90s, hundreds when he met Obito, or like 80s.
I don't know
80s,
about that. Maybe because what Tsunade's like the granddaughter of Hashirama.
Yeah, I think when
so
Obi.
it's been a long time.
Been a
It-
few
it-
generations.
it has-
Because he kept calling Inoki like a kid or something like that. He's like,
Yeah,
you're still so young.
Because Madara's older, he was older.
Well,
than
no, I
him.
get that, but Inoki was a kid, so he was still learning. I thought.
I wouldn't say he's a kid though. Like he was definitely like in his like mid-20s. Like he was like Kakashi's age, or like
I thought he was like in his teens or something.
I don't know.
I don't know the age, but like
Because he's
Timeline's
definitely
whack.
seen particle style before.
No, I
he
know
died.
he's seen it before. I'm saying he doesn't know
Yeah.
what it would do to his reanimated body though.
Well, no,
So he didn't
I
let
know,
it
I know
touch
that.
him.
I agree with that. He
Yeah.
wouldn't know how the two jutsus would cross, but
Yeah.
he definitely knew it.
yeah.
That's why
But
it's
yeah.
crazy when random people, just think that they're the guy when it comes to Madara.
Like in
You-
Naruto
you
or in
see-
real
you
life?
see that-
Both.
Like that, like that one guy.
Oh,
like,
that guy-
the
The guy who
first
led
guy.
the child.
He's like, I got this nigga.
No, they were all circling him. Madara's just standing there. He's like,
I thought people.
That is the bravest man in Naruto.
He don't even know who this is. Like, I'm gonna run out of him.
I think people particle that guy because that's the guy with like the sword, the energy sword, right? He's like swinging at Madara, and Madara's like, oh, so you want to dance first, blah, blah, blah. He's like, technically, he made Madara move. So Madara had to dodge, re-attack. Like, why did these people punch him? I'm just saying.
Madara evaded him and didn't kill
He
him.
forced Madara, like he got the Mangekyo and everything to dodge 3 times.
True. That man scales highly.
That guy's kind of crazy.
He made Madara react. No one else did. Just saying.
Nah, I love Naruto power scaling because it's so fun because it's so straightforward.
It
But there's
is,
so many
that's-
fun. There's so many fun like narrative arguments you can make for it.
Like how kunais
That's
never
why I
kill
think
anyone.
Naruto is my favorite anime to power skill. I think it's the most. It's very easy and intuitive, and it's just the most fun too because there's so many matches we never got to see but we want to see, like Minato versus like anyone because Minato never fought anyone.
Yeah.
True.
So that's awesome. Obviously, Madara fighting people is always interesting because Madara's the top guy.
Yeah.
Itachi never really fought anyone.
I also think it's
either.
funny, like Hiruzen, like the way he fights. Like
Hiruzen, yeah.
Like the way, like sometimes he does have high feats and sometimes it's like just extremely low.
Well, that's because like the argument for Hiruzen, people was like, there's two arguments for Hiruzen, and I think one of the arguments like, well, think about like from a narrative standpoint, he was called like the god of shinobi. He was claimed to be stronger than all the Kage during his time, which is already crazy because I think A was during his time. The fourth Kazekage was during that time, and other people. And then there's also statements like he knows like every jutsu.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? And then there's different arguments you can take for that statement. There's he has statements that you can just cherry pick and make him either the weakest person or the strongest person. He also went toe to toe with like the ghetto statue.
Yeah.
Like
it's pretty crazy.
Some of the reanimation feats are weird because you got people like Itachi and Hiruzen who like scaled higher than you ever thought they should because of the reanimations.
Yeah. That's why
crutch.
It's a reanimation crutch, yeah.
It's a reanimation.
It's more like Kishimoto was like, I wanted them to do something good again. Let's reanimate them and make them cool.
And then like they just can't die. Like no matter what damage they take.
these dudes don't die. But no.
Also, everyone would love to see the Hashirama Madara fight, but we just never got it.
Oh yeah.
We got
The
we got like glimpses of it.
Got,
Like,
like,
no.
that was so funny. Madara was like, Hashirama, fight me. Hashirama was like, man, wait a minute. Madara was like, okay. Oh wait.
I want.
He's like,
Madara was
I don't
like-
want your damn clones, bro. Get over
Yeah,
here.
right. When one of his clones came out, he's like, "Nah, you ain't the real deal."
He's
I'm
like,
a-
you fake.
I'm a sit. No, he didn't even move. He didn't interact with him. He
Yeah,
just
yeah.
sat.
Didn't he kill the clone? And he was like,
No,
I'm
he
just gonna sit
pouted.
here.
He was
literally-
like-
he just sat
No, he
down.
didn't. No, I know what he's talking about.
No,
It's
no,
because one of the clones came at him because Hashirama was like, fine, I'll fight you. And he was like, he smacked it
Oh,
away.
did he?
with,
Okay.
like,
Yeah, because Hashirama was like,
Sudano or
Madara, I'm here to
something.
fight you. Madara was like, bro, you fake.
I thought he pouted. He was like, you're
Yeah,
not
he was
the
just,
real
he was
one.
like, man, you ain't Hashirama.
I
But nah,
thought
he's
that's
fighting
what
the
he just
five
did.
Kage, no diff. Like,
Oh, no, he did. No,
Hashirama was
he like
here.
threw one of the rods at it.
Oh yeah.
He's like,
He's like, "Duh,
I just
How you
remember
ain't the real
He was
deal?"
fighting the five Kage, and he was like, man, y'all ain't even close to Hashirama.
plus the
bro."
reanimation, so
He's
they
like,
don't
he's like,
die.
he's
I
like
wonder
laying
how
on
that
stuff,
would've
kicking
gone.
his feet, like twirling
It's
his
like,
hair. Like
everything
Hashirama's
reminds
just
me of
better.
him.
Hashirama's
Hashirama. No one knows what you're doing. No one knows what you're doing.
No one knows what you're doing. Audio listeners
Bro,
love you to
I-
death. Tyler's
They
on
can't
his
even hear
belly,
you,
kicking
Tyler.
his
They
feet
can't even
up.
hear you, Tyler. No.
Okay,
Like a schoolgirl.
Yeah, there it is. Tyler's being a schoolgirl. Okay, no, it's funny, bro. We gotta keep it in.
Yeah, we're still recording. That's why I tell what you're doing.
No.
One. 'cause you're
Anyways,
fake.
continue.
The editor can pull up that one scene from fuck. There was like a. I forget which movie it is. I'll look it up. But it's like the girl's on the phone. She's on the bed. She's like kicking her feet. That's basically what Madara.
Yeah,
was.
Yeah.
they done it
He's
so.
like, oh my God.
I think everyone, you don't have to pull it up. I think they know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, I just described it.
Yeah.
And Devin was describing it as it's happening.
Dude, Madara's so cool though, because it's like he just always wanted to fight people, and like I just want to see Madara fight more people. Like in the final fight, he was like completely willing to fight Obito if like the other boys didn't. Like he said, he was like, yeah, if you guys didn't take care of him, I was gonna have to do it. So I'm glad y'all did it. I would love to see Madara fight that like Jubito. That would have been
That'd been kind of crazy.
amazing.
I mean, he was provoking him the whole time. Like we're on the 10 tails. He's like, "Oh, you're disobeying me? Oh, that's cool. Like we can scrap right now if you want to."
He was confident that he could beat him. That's how crazy Madara is.
Like,
He was like, the guy you guys were struggling with, I would have beat him easily.
Yeah, I would have bodied that guy.
No diff.
He's like, he's a little bit stronger than Hashirama, but I'm way stronger than I was back then. So I got him.
I was a mere boy back then. Not a man.
But
Madara's so strong.
Yeah, Madara's nutty.
Why was he defeated by a shadow? Just saying.
Madara like solos Naruto basically, except for
Yeah.
Naruto and Sasuke. And I don't know. I'd say he's above Sage 6 Pass if you take him at his highest, like
I'm
Jinchuriki,
talking like force. Which model are we taking?
like the Tentail Jinchuriki.
Oh, then yeah,
Oh.
that
Yeah,
guy.
so
Yeah,
I'm
that guy.
saying, if you take him
Yeah,
at his
that
peak,
peak.
yeah.
Yeah, that guy's crazy.
The Sage 6 Pass.
I think Jose
was.
wished he saw anything from Shusui. He's like, I just wanted to see
Jose, like I just Shisui was in the anime more.
I don't think Shisui was that cool. I'm fine with Shisui dying. He didn't add anything to
I'm
the
not-
show.
The only thing he added was the eyes for the Raven.
Later
Yeah,
in the
that's
day.
really it. Just a cool, I guess, Raven.
Yeah.
Because
But his potential would have been cool. Like he was that strong. He was like artist strongest in the village at that time.
Tyler.
I get mail?
No, give it to me.
Oh.
What do you mean? Did you
Did
get
we
mail?
get mail as if we live
You
here?
could have like give us the game.
Oh, did he say we? I thought he
I was
said
like,
that I get
they know
mail.
where I'm at.
But nah, I think the potential would have been cool.
I was just about to say something. Fuck.
Was it about Naruto?
Yeah, it was about Naruto. It was a character, and I just completely forgot what I was gonna say.
With like Sora, you
Who?
cockroach
The
Sora.
filler character.
Yeah.
No.
The
guy that
he's
doesn't
like
exist
one
in the
eighth
canon.
of the Ninetales.
Yeah, the one who's like, I got the essence.
I got the essence.
I got the nine tails fart in me.
I remember I saw that on Disney XD. I was like, I do not remember this in the manga, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, who is this character?
I've never seen any Naruto filler except for Mecha Naruto.
Yeah, I've only saw that because like
Me too.
And I see like some clips from TikTok where it's like this one like trap, I think. And
Yeah.
Naruto was like, "Are you a transvestite?" That's
Yeah, I
like,
remember that. Actually,
I saw that
That's from
clip.
that's from Blood Prison.
That's a movie.
Yeah, it's from
Oh,
the
I thought that
movie.
was filler. Oh,
No.
I guess it's still
The
filler.
movies are
but-
filler, yeah.
I think the only other filler I saw was like the Crystal Lady because she was cool. It was like she fought like the Three Tails
Oh, yeah.
or some shit.
It's the same filler with Sora.
But that's the only thing. That's only because like since I read the manga, I saw Naruto on Disney XD. I was like, what are we doing
Hey,
here?
yo.
We just doing
So I
this.
clicked it and I just saw the Crystal Lady like. And then Sora's like, I got the essence of the eight of like the Night Tail. So I was like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, the nine tails fart. That's what it was.
Yeah, the Night Tail spat in my mouth. I was like, yes sir.
Let's go.
This is peak.
Yeah, I was
I
like,
was
this
like-
is stupid. I got to see it through. I gotta see how stupid this can be.
I was like, all right, this is cool. I guess.
I must stay focused.
Not like I missed a chapter or some shit. I was like, am I dumb? Like, did I just.
Is there a volume I'm missing?
No.
Volume like what?
I can
11 and a half.
I guess. I don't know. But no, I love Naruto. Talk about it for hours.
Well, Gabe,
Are we-
do you want to bring up? We were talking
done
about
with this topic?
we were talking about
What?
it the other day. Speaking
Alright.
of something else, Devin loves. Devin loves
Boys?
dudes that pretend to be girls.
Traps?
Devin loves traps.
Kids?
Do I? Name one single trap I love.
Astolfo.
Okay, I said name a single trap I
Felix.
love.
That one dude.
I don't like Felix.
the one dude. The one dude from Danganronpa. Haku.
I don't really care for them. I don't like any trap.
You're like.
Canonically, the only trap I kind of, or not kind of, I do some for is Astolfo. And even then,
The guy
like,
from Steins Gate.
I was saying.
no, I don't sit for any of these characters. Just name
I was
traps.
talking to you about it. You're like, true, Devin do be falling for
I mean, Gay just does that just to do it. The only trap I
No shot.
canonically like is
No
Astolfo.
shot, bro.
And then y'all just name traps like, yeah, you like that trap,
Gabe
don't
would
you?
never.
No, I don't. I don't.
Gabe would
I like
never lie.
Astolfo.
Why are we assuming Gabe's lying?
I don't know. I'm telling you, I'm
When
here.
it comes to you, he don't
Yeah,
lie.
but you lie all the time.
Yeah, but only like, yeah. Why would I draw the line at Astolfo? What sense does that make? Like, oh, I like a trap. I admit it. I
Hey,
like
Devin,
a single
Devin,
trap.
I can also turn that back on you. Why draw a line at Astolfo? Like, if you like Astolfo, why would you not like everyone else?
Because I like Astolfo's personality, and Astolfo's personality is different from everyone else's personality. And I can go down. I don't like Felix because Felix doesn't have like character. He's just a maid, or I don't even know what Felix is. Is
He's
he
a
maid?
soldier.
He's a soldier. I
Yeah.
don't care about ReZero. And then the person of Danganronpa, just
Which one?
there's only one
There's-
trap.
there's only one
okay,
trap.
I don't know.
Chihiro?
Yeah, Chai boy. I don't care about him.
Shy boy.
What's wrong with Haku? Haku is a really good character.
Is Haku really a trap though?
Yes.
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 Man, Haku did he? I mean,
He literally had like
Yes.
girl kimonos on.
Why are you stuttering?
I think
I mean,
Yo, she
yes,
got
you
you.
try.
I get
She got you flabbergasted.
Haku was cool.
Naruto
now.
literally
To be
went,
honest,
you're hotter
Nah,
than
Haku got
Sakura.
got him flustered.
like,
You're all flustered.
If we keep it real, I only care about Haku. What's that guy in like the power scaling community? That's the only.
Alright, so
Haku
what about
Haku's
that?
scaling is
Yeah.
Haku's like light speed, which is insane.
How high is his scaling?
Well, he's not powerful. It's just his mirror thing is light speed, and like no one, in that point of Naruto, no one was reacting to that.
And then the fact that he was reanimated in the fourth grade ninja war, was like fighting like Kakashi and Guy, and now like holding him back is insane.
What
No.
about that one guy from Assassination Classroom?
That's not a trap. That just happens to be a boy. That's not a trap.
That is
No, if
literally-
you're using the definition of a trap,
It's cope.
No,
It's
it's
the
cope.
cope for me.
that's no,
for
because that's a
me,
guy you
yeah.
said like nigga, I'm a guy. I don't want to.
Editor, you know what segment this
Yeah,
is.
you know what
Pull up
else?
the
You know
copium.
what else said I'm a guy?
What?
Didn't Astolfo say I'm a guy?
Yeah, but Astolfo
Oh
kind of.
yeah, but it's different.
No, Astolfo
What?
kind of plays him like he kind of plays.
No, he
into it.
doesn't.
Does he
He
not?
says I'm a guy. He makes it
Okay,
clear
no.
he's a guy.
No, bro,
That's the, I don't know,
no,
man.
the one guy, the homunculus, was literally like, "Are you a guy?" And Astolfo's like, "Yeah, I'm a guy." And then it just kept going.
Nigga, okay, I'm gonna draw. I like Astolfo, okay? I like Astolfo. That's Astolfo's the only person I like. Okay?
Why are you getting all defensive all of a sudden?
Yeah, usually the people that get defensive are the ones who are guilty.
I'm just saying, like, it doesn't make sense. Like, oh, I don't like traps, but I like Astolfo. I'll take Astolfo down any day of the week. Like, that doesn't help my argument. I like Astolfo, and I'm drawing it like that. I like Astolfo. If I find another trap I might be interested to, I'll let you know.
Like traps.
I like Astolfo.
So you like trap?
Like if let's say like you're
Like Eduardo has to live with. He likes dirty girls in anime. He likes non-showering girls.
Sasha.
if they don't.
Yeah, but he has
shower,
a
that's
multiple girls that fits that list, so he gets that brand. I have a singular trap that I kind of vibe with.
You don't vibe with Haku at all.
No, I
You
don't
don't
vibe
vibe
with
with
that
that
one.
one
I didn't care.
assassination punch?
No vibe at all. You're like, if they were not on the show, I wouldn't care.
I'm telling you right now, I told y'all, I only kind of was interested in Haku once I got in the Power Scan community. I'm like, oh, this is kind of funny that
What
Haku
Nagisa?
from Power episode like 20 is scaling this high. That's my only like relationship with Haku.
And Nagisa? Don't care for Nagisa at all? If he was not in the show,
I'm
you
more,
wouldn't
I'm more of
care?
a Karma boy, so yeah. I'm also like, I don't really care for Nagisa. Actually, I find Nagisa kind of annoying. I'm more of a Karma, and I love I forgot his real name, but
Koro?
Koro Sensei. I love Koro Sensei.
Hold on, man.
I want this narrative, bro. I like Astolfo, okay? I like a singular trap,
I
okay?
need to switch
I'll
up.
dick
Let me know, he got
Astolfo
really-
down. I'm telling you right now. I'll suck that nigga's dick, okay? Yeah.
What about
Like,
Ruka?
nigga, you're thinking trap.
No, he's talking about the girl.
Yeah,
the
from
dude
Steins Gate. I know
yeah.
why he's looking at.
She's technically not a trap too.
Technically,
No,
isn't
no.
it like
She is-
is it
No,
trap?
no,
And
he's
also-
definitely a trap.
She is,
I know what you're trying to say, but you're wrong. You're not gonna explain it right. Trust me. You're not
Eduardo,
gonna.
you're the same person.
You know
that says
how
Nefertito's
Doctor
a-
Strange is like,
girl.
well, no, multiverse.
No, shut up. All right, I seen the anime. I
He
know what
knows how it
I
works.
told you about this anime.
No.
I told you about
Did
this
you? I
anime.
thought
I
Gabe
told
told
him
me.
about
about
it.
it.
Okay.
Eduardo, I don't think you want to talk about this subject because you thought Neferpito was a girl.
True.
Neferpito
You're like,
just doesn't have a
Peter's like,
gender.
"Ah, she has boobs.
They just
just
have
in the
no
anime."
gender.
Doesn't matter.
It's a
Didn't
dude.
you also
they
think
literally say
Hanji was a
Sir
girl?
Neferpito.
Who?
You also thought Hanji was a girl.
I thought Hanji was just like
Don't do that.
left.
Everyone who doesn't read the manga thought Hanji was a female.
Oh, why are we differentiating now?
What
You
do
can say the same thing about Pito. Everyone didn't read the manga.
Yeah, because
thought
the anime
Pito-
they gave her.
because the anime they
him
gave
boobs.
Neferpito boobs.
Oh, yeah, true.
Boobs, and same with Hanji. The anime was like, give Hanji
Oh,
boobs.
for real?
That's true. That's why I didn't dog him and say, oh, you didn't. Because I even now was confused. Like, what the fuck is Pito?
It's
And that's- and I only know this-
Sir Pito, so that's what I go off of.
Yeah.
You were like, but you can call like girls sirs. And I'm like, if
It's
it was
also-
the
it's
only
not even
circumstance, yeah,
necessary
like they're
for me.
genderless, but it's like there was female chimera ants that were not addressed as sir.
Yeah, I'm saying
So
it's not
it's
the
like-
sir for me. It's the fact that if you were a woman
It's the
ant,
sir for me.
It's a third for me.
if you were a woman ant, you were a queen candidate. They never considered Pito a queen candidate at all.
She was too strong.
That makes no sense. Why you're retarded?
They were like, we're just gonna have her as a bodyguard. She'll
Nigga,
protect the
if
next
anything,
queen.
you want the strongest.
Yeah, you want the stronger to be the queen.
Because then they could breed more strong.
Yeah.
make more both different ants, but
That's weird. Why did the anime give?
Oh,
him
another thing that
boobs?
was crazy was that I was,
No, because it sells. The same reason they gave Hanji boobs. Women sell. Boobs sell.
I was
what is
actually
Hanji?
watching-
Hanji just like a
Genderless. Never
genderless.
was given a gender throughout the whole manga
Yeah,
for some reason.
yeah.
interesting.
They always went like him, not him.
They called Hanji gender neutral terms.
Oh, okay, cool.
What were you gonna say, Tommy?
Oh, like speaking of Hunter x Hunter, something that's interesting is that the thing with like Kite and stuff like that. You know about that between the manga, the 90s, and then the 2000.
Yeah, I'm the one who
Yeah.
tells everyone about this.
Where the first
it's about how
episode
it's
shows
like, Kite. Well, no, it's like Kite isn't that big of a character in the 2011 adaptation, but apparently he's big in like the 90s and in the manga.
Yeah, because he's
like
in the
more
manga.
prevalent, which is why he hit Gon so much. Because everyone was talking about how like there's no reason for Gon to act like that for a guy he barely knows. But then it's like you go into the manga and the old anime, and they actually did. Kite was there the whole time.
Yeah, but even if
Okay,
you,
well, I don't think that's their argument. The argument isn't that he doesn't barely know him. Their argument is they didn't see him. Because if you watch the anime 2011, you wouldn't think Gon barely knows him. You're thinking you barely know him.
Yeah,
because
true.
they show flashbacks that show Gon clearly knows him.
yeah,
So if you think that, you're just stupid and didn't watch the show.
Yeah.
But like most people know.
I just
Gon
saw a
knows
video.
him.
I was just saying.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying like most people would assume it's because they don't know Kite, not because Gon doesn't
Yeah,
know him.
they-
They're like, we just got introduced.
They just don't
to
have a
him.
connection to
yeah,
Kite.
the audience would like the connection.
Which is
Okay, I
true
got you.
because for some reason 2011 anime decided to like cut out Kite from episode 1. I don't know why.
they're like, nah,
what they did.
not important. They're like, yeah, you know he's in the comic,
He just
like,
dies,
right?
Well,
Like-
I heard it was because the 2011 anime they weren't expecting to go to the Chimera Ant arc. So the
Oh, for real?
Kite's death, the conclusion wouldn't be
I
for
don't s-
Kite's arc wouldn't be
I don't
there.
see a
So
reason
like,
why
they
you-
wouldn't think about.
No, the reason they did that is because they wanted the first episode to sell well, and they thought they wanted to jump into what the first episode of 2011 did is how they wanted it to like start.
So
to
how
be
would
honest,
Kite-
thought chapter
how would
1
Kite
was
make that
too slow of
different?
a start
Well, to be honest, I like it
because it starts with like the flashback in the forest, and they thought that was too slow. They thought no one would be interested in that, so they wanted to start with how they started.
It just sounds dumb.
I mean, I don't know.
It worked.
It worked. Like,
So
I mean,
can you really say
They got
they're dumb
people
'cause it
hooked
worked?
on
yeah, like
Hunter.
episode 1 of Hunter x Hunter is kind of like it's kind of solid.
Yeah, it's like you can't really call them
I
stupid
mean,
if it
could
worked.
you not just move the flashback to like episode 2 or
I
something?
mean, you
They
could.
could have. That's
That'd
what
be
One Piece
weird.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Because
could.
One
I
Piece
don't know why they
started.
didn't.
One Piece started differently.
Like
than
chapter
the anime.
3. Yeah.
Because the anime they started with like Luffy just like chilling on the ship, but then they show the manga starts with him and.
But they probably just didn't have an
Random
organic way of bringing up Kite. I don't know. Like you would have to, like I would have to be in that meeting, like, all right, why are we doing this? But
Well, I mean, look back at like I said, episode 1 of One Piece. Like they just flashed back and he's like, "Yeah, I got this."
I guess.
Yeah,
They
like
could've
I wouldn't
something
find, like it didn't have to be episode 1, but like episode 2 would have been fine or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They
It could have
didn't.
been. This didn't. And
I think it's because they didn't want to ruin the flow they established.
And to be honest,
that's what it probably was.
I don't even feel that big of a deal. Like without knowing that context, like I'm like, okay, I know Gon has this relationship with this character. I know Gon feels responsible for this character's death. Like that's all I really needed.
Yeah.
And I know the type of person Gon is. I'm like, okay, that just makes sense in my head.
Like the big thing here, though, I think is a lot of like the reason that manga fans don't like it and like the old '90s fans don't like it is because it's kind of closer to like a Shanks situation where he's introduced early. He's like the little this guy the main character looks up to. So you're thinking, I can't wait till this guy comes back, like a Shanks situation. And then he does come back and then he dies. That's why it hits him differently. Whereas in 2011 anime, he's never shown, so they don't get that establishment of, oh, I can't wait till he comes back.
creates a disconnect
because
with the
he doesn't
character.
come back.
Yeah.
Right.
He was
Like
never shown.
it's not as emotional for the watcher.
Yeah,
Like,
you
why
gotta
would
think
I
about
care
it as
about
like
this guy dying?
you're thinking about it like in your binge mode. You think of Hunter x Hunter is set as a watch weekly thing, like
Right.
as every manga is.
That's
Yeah.
like three
so they
years,
build,
4
they do
years?
this whole thing where you build up hype off of a character.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Which is why like I can't wait till they do more about Shanks. I want to see Shanks fight. Like him and his crew.
You
I
and-
wanna see
you and
them all
everyone
fight
else.
so
Classic
bad.
One Piece fans.
You and everyone else.
I don't care, bro. I want to see Shanks. I want to see what the fuck's his name? Lucky. I don't know. There's certain characters. I want to see more of Yasop. Like,
Do you?
Shanks literally seeked him out because he was like the best sniper in the world.
I mean, not Usopp. He's not God. He's not Soga King. So
I'm just saying, like, I want to see Yasop. Like, I want to see a Yasop.
Do they call
Usopp fight.
Yasop God?
that's what I'm saying.
Do they call him Goldie?
Go,
Yasop?
dude. Yeah, you just do that.
He ain't Goldie Yasop.
Yasop.
I mean, you watch him fight Daddy. That's his name.
Hey,
Like Daddy the father. Where the fuck that nigga's name?
What from Full Metal Alchemist? Who?
No, it's some flashback because it was when they were in the.
the father.
What I think it's called Logtown, wherever
Logtown?
Logtown, yeah. There's like a flashback of like Yasop fighting like some nigga named Daddy.
Didn't you just like shoot him?
Yeah, I mean it was a standoff. It was a standoff.
I thought
They
it
were
was
like,
literally like he just like pulls the gat out and shoots him.
no,
Like,
it was a standoff. Daddy was like rumored to be like the best like shooter in Marines, and Yasop's Yasop. He was like, all right, run my ones, nigga, and they're like,
And they sort of- he-
"Boing," and then they like had
That's
like,
not a
stand-
fight, really, though.
I mean, it's a fight with them because they're gunslingers.
they both stayed alive. They were both
Yeah, but
still
like
alive.
Usopp
right
be
now?
having fights though.
Is that what you're saying?
Like
They
Usopp be
were
like
both
running
still
around
alive?
like
no,
dodging.
Yasop
like,
shot someone.
Oh.
He quick drawed him. He was like,
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
the classic duel.
yeah, the duel.
I thought you were saying like because he was good and he was good that they ended up just being a standoff. Like
Oh, like they were shooting their bullets.
Yeah, like
That would
they
be
were just
insane.
shooting each other's
They
bullets.
were shooting, that's a trigun fight at that point.
Yeah,
That would have been crazy.
I'll be like, this is One Piece. I'm sure it's that goofy.
That's not goofy, bro.
It's cool.
that's
It's
cool.
It's cool. You're right. It's
That's
just
some
One
Trigun
You
Piece.
know what I
stuff.
actually
There's a
wanna
dude in
see-
Trigun who was like shooting him, and he was just like flicking rocks at the bullets to like deflect them away. He was like, ding, 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 ding. It was kind of nutty.
Yeah. What are you saying?
Oh, like I actually want to see like a good like Vagabond anime. Like some of the fights, I think would translate so well. And like there's iconic moments that are so funny. Like but it's not really spoilers. But, like Musashi was gonna fight this one guy. He pulls out a gat. He's like, run it then. Musashi has a sword. He's like, bro, what are we doing? Like I want to see. Like this just seems so funny. Like I want to. There's like so much in Vagabond I want to see animated. Just
With,
like,
was
way to
Vagabond?
swing.
Was
I feel
Vag-
like Vagabond's art style wouldn't translate well to an anime.
Oh,
though.
yeah.
That's my main issue.
I was about to ask that question. Like, was Vagabond being Oscar artist? Like, who would you want to animate it?
I don't know.
Like I think Wit is the only one who could. Like Wit, I trust with my life to animate anything. Like I feel like Wit is the goat, and they will never do anything wrong.
Yeah.
But like,
Wit's
I
so
don't think
versatile,
Vagabond would.
too.
What?
What?
With Wit's like little style, I always see is different. I always forget it's a Wit studio sometimes. Like Great Pretender doesn't look like Attack on Titan, but like JJK will look like the
JJK is not Wit.
No, I know, but like with like Mappa, JJK will kind of look like Chainsaw Man. You'll know by little things.
I mean,
I mean,
think
Chainsaw
Vinland
Man
Saga and Attack on Titan look the same.
I was like, if you look
You're
at
right. Vinland Saga is Wit.
They look the same.
I
I mean,
forgot.
Wit does have a distinct style. I can
Does it?
tell a wit thing, except for like ranking of kings. But that's because they're adapting the manga style. But for the most part, you can kind of tell wit style. The reason you're pointing out you're doing JJK and Chainsaw Man, that's because their art styles are
I
similar.
was like,
so of course they're gonna
the
look
manga is
same.
very similar for those two.
Yeah, so you're pulling up two different mangas. Of course they're gonna look different. Versus
Like One Piece
two
looks
seins.
nothing like JJK.
Yeah, so
Okay.
therefore, yeah, Toei's versatile. They made One Piece and Dragon Ball. Well, it's two different art styles.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Which is funny. I was thinking about that because when Toriyama does like the drawing for like different characters in different series, he just puts like Goku's
One Piece-
face.
Yeah, he just draws
on
Goku
them,
with-
but then like Oda does the same thing. He just puts like Luffy's face on them. Like it's just
Yeah, that's all
And
it
what
is.
Kubo does, Kubo the goat makes them actually look different. That's like Kubo's the best artist of all of them.
of the big three.
He actually makes them look cool.
Yeah. Like, I've seen
That's also why I love like watching like
Araki?
Murata Yusuke, like watching him do people.
Oh,
like,
Yusuke drawing people too?
Dude,
Yeah.
he draws people so
Yusuke drew
insane.
Spider-Man, he looks
He
really
is
cool.
actually a
Who's
Yusuke
the,
is
The
rad.
One
who's-
Punch Man guy?
Yeah.
who's the artist that draws Dr. Stone?
One Punch Man. Oh, Boichi?
Yeah,
Boichi,
Boichi.
I don't like
He
Boichi
drew-
style.
Oh.
He makes these niggas' lips weird. Not niggas, the girls.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I think he drew Whitebeard. It was like super cool.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, he draws dudes fine.
Yeah,
It's the
Whitebeard was
girls,
like, I was like, this is raw. This is raw.
They just like,
always
like the
like puckered
puckered lips. I'm like, why? Why does he thinks that's attractive? He's
I
like,
don't know.
yeah.
Yeah, like you like that.
Hey, I'm like, oh, no one thinks that's attractive but you. You're weird.
It's like Oda where he's like, I
Jin
like
is
girls.
tripping.
It's like Oda's like, I like girls with big boobs, so all my girls got big boobs.
Boichi's like, I like girls with big lips.
Yeah, all these mangakas is like animating
Drawing
their
their
fetishes.
fetishes.
Their fetishes. Like, yeah.
I mean, with this one,
And there's Kubo.
And
he
then
just like
loves women.
does shrew.
He just loves attractive women.
He just
Yeah.
loves women.
And there's-
He's like, you want lolly? I got you.
I
You
got
want
you.
busty? I got you. You want milf? I got you.
And then
You
there's-
want-
He gave
you
you
want athletic
everything.
and tan skinned? I got you.
You like dark
Like,
skin?
he
I
does-
got
he
you.
does
And then there's, you know,
You just said, you just want goats? I got you.
I got
you, bro.
yeah, and then you got Kishimoto who doesn't like women, so he doesn't. He's like, all right, I don't like
He's just
women.
like swears.
Like,
And there's a Rocky. Just like, I like women.
Rocky's
Mix
like,
him in his JoJo style.
I was
He
saying, like,
doesn't think
Rocky's
any
just like,
different.
I like angles.
There's
I
nothing
love
different.
angles.
There's nothing
Angles
different.
for
He just
anything.
draws women.
He like makes their face like angular, yeah.
They're always like, like David Chad, like,
Oh.
Like the JoJo face, yeah.
yeah. You got like
That
the
slim
big
face.
indents right here, the chiseled jawline.
Yeah.
You like fitness girls? I got you. I think so, yeah. You don't think so? Why are you just staring at me?
Ty likes fitness girls.
Yeah.
The Chainsaw Man, Arthur, he just has every fetish. He put vomiting fetish in. He put feet in there.
Does
I
it
just
ever
put
say-
everything.
I think
Yeah,
he
he's
just
a filthy
wants to
man.
be
He put
He's a
degraded.
filthy man.
He's just Eduardo.
He put
I think
every
he's-
fetish
I
he
think
could
he's
think of
low-key
in his
just
manga.
Eduardo.
He was horny when he wrote Chainsaw Man.
You know,
Huh?
Eduardo was eating when he was
What do you
like,
have in
like the vomit.
What'd you say?
Eduardo's like, oh,
What do you think?
I was like, what did he have in there? I can only remember.
Chainsaw Man?
Yeah.
Why are you asking him?
Yeah, why are you asking me? I just know about the vomiting and.
Oh, what do you have in there? I only
There's
remember.
the bathing scene. There's toe scenes where he like the toes are out, and then she's like, and then there's the
Yeah,
vomiting
yeah.
scene.
no, that vomiting scene. Eduardo was like, oh my god,
He's-
peak.
There's the dog play.
Hey yo.
True,
What?
yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, how you forget?
You're
That's like a
right.
main
You're
component
right.
of
You're
it.
That's like the
I
big
just said I was like,
thing,
oh, that
yeah.
man
Yeah.
just likes
Do
being
you get-
degraded.
Do you get your vomiting fetish from Chainsaw Man, Eduardo?
Probably.
No.
He probably did.
Yeah, he
He's
probably
just
did.
lying
Like
for the
subconscious.
podcast.
No, it's probably subconscious.
Yeah, he probably just doesn't realize.
He's
it.
suppressed
It's like,
it.
He's
it's like
suppressed
so
it.
ingrained in his personality that he's like.
No,
yeah.
I just conveniently started liking it once I read Chainsaw Man.
Nah.
It's not related. I
I
swear.
think it's just a happy coinkydink.
It is.
just a happy week.
It's kind of funny. You didn't deny the vomit fetish. You're just like, yeah.
At this point, he's just embraced it.
It's just part of the
his-
character
It's
at
part
this
of
Yeah,
his
might as
identity.
well.
I
Just
mean,
like,
he literally can't deny it. There's two witnesses here. Hear him.
yeah, it's like Deven denying lollies. It's just like stupid for him to deny it. We already know it's true.
I mean, I don't like lollies.
See,
like-
he's just
like-
denying it now because
God
he's a
forbid there's a
cokehead.
trap lolly. Devin's gonna go sicko mode.
Well, Astolfo.
I mean,
That was not a
Not
trap.
it's
I'm
not
not
a
lolly.
lolly.
How old do you think Astolfo is?
Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. That person looks like a grown ass man.
You think Astolfo looks like a grown man?
so you like grown
You didn't
men,
look like a
Devin.
child.
You like grown men, Devin. Is that what you're saying?
Astolfo looked like a teenager.
I'd give a teenager.
Okay, that's still not a lolly
Yes,
though.
it is.
I'd get. I'd say like if I saw a
If the age gap is 13 or it's and like
But
she's,
come on, you know
and
what-
Astolfo
you-
was actually like 13,000 years old.
We know
yeah.
what actual lollies are. There are 1,000-year-olds who look like 3 or 5.
Okay.
not always 3 or 5. Like
You
if I
also
saw
like
a Astolfo
Kana.
out of context, I'd
Who?
assume it's just like
Kana.
a 15-year-old.
I don't like Kana in the preference. I like Astolfo. I like Kana because she's adorable and I like the character.
You called her thick.
Don't do this. Don't do this. I'll reiterate my argument to the poor choosing of words.
Basically, he said, "Let me walk this back."
Yeah, originally when me and Eddie were talking to Devin, he was like, "Connor's just thick."
I thought we were normal. I forgot we're like in this present generation, right? I forgot using the word thick as a sexual thing. This thick is a word outside of our slang. I hope y'all know that.
See, I want to dog on Devin. I'm gonna agree, but I'm still gonna dog you.
Oh, I hate
but
you.
Like baddie,
but
same way. But if you say
babies, like actual babies, they can be thick. Like
Yes, actual
like
babies are
chunky.
They're chunky.
Yeah, they're chunky. They're
Yeah,
thick.
They're not
they're
thick,
they're
they're thick.
THICK.
That's what I'm saying. They're
But then,
just,
like Devin sees like whatever. And was like,
he said thick with 2 C's.
I did not say that. It's a
Like, my
scientific
bad.
reason.
You're like
but
kind of thick.
I do that. But no, I find her adorable, and I'm.
he said 1 C for every year.
Yeah, I might use that on some girl like on Twitter. I'm like, yo, this bitch. Kind of funny. Get the horny police on me. This just tripping. That's kind of funny.
You know who is?
But I don't think I have an archetype that I really like enjoy though.
Yeah,
Cinderace?
Huh?
Cinderace?
Oh yeah, I guess Sunrays.
Oh, Sunrays. Oh my God, golden.
Sunrays are yeah. But I don't have like a catalog Sunrays. I can only think of like 2 or 3. Yeah, I don't have a catalog yet, but I haven't seen that many like
Lloyd.
romance anime. So like once I get my romance bags, that'll be over.
Jotaro.
Your romance bag.
I mean,
Jotaro.
yeah, Jotaro, Jotaro.
Lloyd.
I'm like, I haven't seen Spy Family.
You should. It's pretty.
It's really
I'm
good.
going to.
Best thing out.
As soon as I
right
get done with my real life
Anime.
bag.
Your real life arc?
Yeah, my real life arc. After the boys is Daredevil time, boys.
Hey.
Finally. Actual peak fiction. Right? That's
I'm
an
gonna
actual
get my dad.
good Marvel
I think I'm
show.
gonna. I think because we're watching Dark right now. I think
Disney-
after
Disney
Dark
made.
or in the middle, we're gonna watch The Northman, which was phenomenal. We already talked
Yeah.
about it. But then I think I'm gonna watch Vinland Saga right after The Northman.
Oh,
That's a
yeah.
good transition.
I think that's a perfect transition because he's like, I told that. I don't know if you were here.
I was there. You
Yeah,
just haven't
you
told
weren't
him.
here. So my dad and I were gonna watch because we see all the ads for The Northman and stuff on the commercials and stuff. And it's on pay-per-view. We're like, all right, cool. So it's like $5, whatever. We're
Right.
Northman on pay-per-view. It's like $30. And we're like, we're not watching this shit. So then Gabe and I watched it, and then I didn't get my dad to watch it, but it's actually like a 9 out of 10 movie. It's a fun, like 9.19. It's a phenomenal movie.
Right.
So that's how I'm gonna transition my dad again, because he always like my dad always complains about there's nothing to watch. I've watched everything. I'm like, bro, there's a whole nother world you ain't even experienced yet, because he thinks ew anime.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
He's
Alright.
like, he's like, you and your Japanese cartoons, and I'm like, bruh, give it a chance. Like, not everything, because he thinks everything is, because he saw a little bit of My Hero, and he just like, thinks like everything's My Hero. It's like, no, that's childish.
Well,
not
don't
everything's
you-
My Hero.
Well, you're making much Attack on Titan.
It has to be on like an official thing, because I'm not gonna get him to watch it on like a pirate website. He's not that. He's not.
Is
at
it
that
now?
point.
It's on. Yeah, it's on
It's
Netflix.
on Prime.
But I thought it was only one
It's
season.
only one season.
Yeah, but once
Yeah.
he's
And
hooked,
it's only in
Doesn't
sub, too,
Prime
isn't
have
it?
it?
No, it was, but I checked again, and apparently they have a dub.
But it's only season 1 though.
Yeah.
yeah, but once
He's
he's
like-
hooked, with
Yeah,
he's
he's
like, I
hooked.
wanna
Then
watch
what? He's not gonna go to 9 anime.
Yeah,
maybe.
like-
Yeah,
Like trust me.
Does
I'd be
Prime?
like, Dad, I
'Cause
will.
I know it's on Prime. Does that
Comcast
only
my
have one
computer
season?
so that's
Yeah,
and I will
just
get it on
yeah.
9 anime.
I thought you had
but
to-
like
Yeah.
he won't do it though.
Yeah, but you can do it. You just
But he wouldn't do it. Like he wouldn't watch it. He'd just be like, "Why isn't it on Netflix? It wouldn't be good if it's not on Netflix. It's probably
That's
not
crazy.
good. If it's not on like a streaming service, then it's not good."
is it on Prime? Is Prime only have one?
That's what I
I'm
was asking him
checking.
right now. I was asking Gabe.
Because I know that's where he's gonna watch Vinland Saga. It's on Prime.
Yeah, it's on
I'm
Prime.
sure you have
You-
Prime.
you
Most
could just
everyone-
Well, and then I
It's
can.
not. Eduardo just lied.
You could just get like
I was
Crunchyroll.
asking.
with
I
it
was-
on
I
Prime.
didn't
I
You
don't have
lied.
Crunchyroll.
You said it is on Prime.
No, I said, is it on
No,
Prime?
you said it is.
Question mark.
Is it on Crunchyroll? Question mark.
Probably it tells
Most
them on
likely.
I
Crunchyroll.
don't because no one's giving me the Crunchyroll.
Is it on
information
Funimation?
yet.
Man, just get Jose, bro. Jose.
I've been texting him. He's like, "Just ask Eduardo." And Eduardo's like, "I don't got it."
You've never texted me about it.
I have like 3 times. Don't
Crunchyroll
do
or
that.
Funimation?
Crunchyroll. I
Man,
said,
just-
Eduardo,
just
what's the
got it.
Crunchyroll?
Man,
He
just
said,
say it
"I
right
don't
now,
got it."
then. Say it on the podcast.
Even I don't have it.
He said, "Ask Eduardo," and I'm like, "Okay." And I asked you, and you're always like,
Then
"I don't got it,
text
bro."
Jose like he
I don't
doesn't
got
have
it.
And then I've done that, and Jose's like, "I don't know the password." I'm like, "Man,
What do you
figure it
think?
out.
I'm
What
sure
are you
he
doing?"
knows the
I
password.
don't know the password.
No one knows the password.
Bro, this is easy. I'm pretty sure he could find it if he wanted to.
Or just hit forget
Jose's lazy.
password.
You know Jose. He's almost lazier than Eduardo.
I don't know, man. Warren is pretty lazy, but yeah.
How did the lazy scaling go?
I don't know.
I think it goes
Probably
like,
Jose.
I think, like,
me.
It's the same
Like,
thing as
what,
like.
Jose's at the top.
it's
and then there's,
debatable,
Like
it's-
Eduardo and Devin.
why am I up
Maybe.
there?
See, I said
Gabe,
like. I think
You're
it's
lazy
like,
as-
Sweatpants
Eddie,
right now.
Tyler.
You're wearing sweatpants right now.
Okay.
You said you only wear sweatpants when you're lazy.
Yeah, today's a lazy day. I'm having
You're
a
always
lazy
wearing
day.
sweatpants.
No, don't do that.
No, I think the scaling is something like the funny, like we talked about with y'all through, like
The
the
funny.
funny, like the who's the
What,
funniest.
consistently lazy?
Well, no, it's like Jose has its peaks, but I think Eduardo's like the most
Consistently lazy.
Like Jose has like his big. He has like
peaks lazy.
he works a 13-hour shift. He works a 13-hour shift. Eduardo.
Yeah, true. You don't even
Yes,
work
he's
Eduardo.
sitting down the whole time, and he still works a 13-hour shift almost every day. That's
Actually,
not lazy.
I think Eduardo is the laziest because he thinks putting on normal clothes is a task, is a hard task.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you said, why don't you dress better? He's
You
like,
wore the
that
same
requires
shirt-
work.
Eduardo,
If
you
you're
wore the
working
same-
that requires work. Putting on normal clothes requires work.
Okay.
Is what
Eduardo,
you
you
said.
wore the
Those are your
same shirt.
words.
I did say
You
that.
wore the same shirt to the gym 2 days in a row.
What shirt?
It was that blue shirt you got because we did squats and then we did back and you wore the same shirt. I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was
blue
like, I'm
shirt?
pretty sure
You
you didn't
did,
wash
but-
it though.
He also didn't put on deodorant that one day, and you were like, "Why didn't you put on deodorant?" He's like, "I didn't want to. It was work."
Yeah, he's like, it's too much work. He did.
I mean, that's
So I was like, "Eduardo,
no,
he's like,
it's work.
And then your retort was, "We're almost done anyways. Just get over it." I'm like,
You're right. I should have put deodorant on, but I was like, I can't defend myself. Just get over it right now.
Your argument for everything is like, that requires work. So I think you are the laziest. Jose just...
That's like your catchphrase.
Why don't you breathe? That requires work.
Like, bruh, it doesn't even require work.
He forgot his mic, and I picked him up today, and like, I was almost convinced he just wasn't gonna go back and get the mic.
Dude, I opened the door and said,
You said-
"Oh
you said-
wait."
Bro, go pee,
No, I
Tyler.
didn't.
Go
Small
pee.
bladder boy.
I opened the door and went, "Oh wait, hold on." I closed it and I went to go and get the mic. I didn't go. Nah, shucks, I forgot.
Yes,
the
you
mic."
did,
No, I
Eduardo.
didn't.
I saw you. I
Man,
was
you
like,
almost
what
didn't
are you
come
doing?
today. You almost didn't. Because
Yeah,
I would have picked
I
you
have
up.
a ride.
Nigga, Uber exists.
Nah, that's money.
Nah, that's work, is what you wanted to say.
That's money.
Money that you have a vast expenses of.
No, I don't.
Well, while Tyler's in the restroom real quick, do you want to go over the results of our last poll we had?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
So our last poll we had, I think, was our best art taste. And right now we have 2 polls going on right now. We have for the food directory and the was it the rap special as well.
Mm-hmm.
So vote on those. Those ones both end in July, I'm pretty sure. So
Well, the results for these are actually a lot closer than I thought it would be.
there's only 3 options, right?
Yeah, but you know what? First and second are actually pretty close. Our goal last was, you know, we all know at the Eduardo with 1 vote.
Let's
Probably
go.
Eduardo.
Yeah, Eduardo with
What,
the 1
what, were
vote.
we, what were we doing this again for?
This is for the top 5 one. Remember our top 5?
Art,
Art.
like
Top 5 episode.
manga panels, video
Oh,
game covers.
yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you got. How many votes you got?
It was
You got
a
a
petty
singular
vote.
vote, Eduardo.
It was a pity vote.
Oh.
They
It's
felt
probably,
bad.
it's probably
That
you, to be honest.
Nah.
they felt bad that you had 0 votes. Like, let's give them a vote.
Let's go.
And second place is me with 8 votes. We got 40%.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then Gabe with 11 votes at 55%. So,
And 19 votes?
I said 11.
No, you, like
no, like in total.
Oh.
Because 8, 11, 1.
20.
Yeah, 20. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. 9, 20, yeah.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
said that? I was like, what are you on about?
Jit tripping.
Just tripping. But yeah, you know, I'm fine with that.
So?
Off by 3.
I still
Am I
think
undefeated in polls?
I still think
never
for
lost?
that we should have just made like a Google Doc and just done every
a survey.
category.
I agree.
That would have been interesting. I would like to see what the viewers liked more. And maybe if Eddie ever finishes his like version of the episode he was gonna do, and that one I can make a Google survey for that one because it'll be like a re-release. So maybe at
Yeah.
that point.
Because
we'll
I just
see.
think like when I first watched it and I pulled up the straw poll, I was like, "Is it just one question? Who's the best?" And I'm like, "There's too much shit right here." Because like some categories Eduardo won, some Deven won, some Gabe
I don't
won.
think
I'm
Eduardo
like,
Eduardo won a
won it.
category.
Eduardo didn't win it.
I think I'm just being redundant. But
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
Eduardo did.
Yeah, Eduardo didn't win a single one. I think the only reason Eduardo got a vote is because what he put in there, like Ajin, and probably like what one Ajin fan was like,
well,
"Let's
didn't
go."
you put? Oh, is
Oh
that
no,
for
it
this
was
one?
probably Bloodborne. He had like the Souls game,
Yeah.
the Bloodborne simp. That's probably the same reason you got votes in the gaming 3x3 too.
Nah,
He has the
I
Souls
just have
games. You're like,
unique
oh my god,
taste. I got that unique fan.
Uniquely retarded.
potentially.
That's
You
crazy.
think you're gonna win the food one, Eduardo?
No.
Nah.
You're not Eduardo.
Yeah,
You
When
think you got it?
when does the
Yeah.
food poll close?
I got
The
it.
food one closes in July. Got a
Wait,
month.
It's a wrap.
The fuck is
I
Blue
got
Lock?
You got it on lock.
On lock.
How many votes do you think we're
Already
pulling?
put
this
onion
time?
in your list, dude.
Onions are good.
Okay.
Okay,
for-
onions are goated. Like,
No, we all agree that onions are goated, but in a food, like, this is my taste. Like, out of all the food,
is it not
onion-
ingredients, just like food?
Yes.
Yes,
like,
it's
You eat straight onion in water?
Yeah,
like
he had,
Shrek?
he had a pure onion.
I like eating onions.
Like, okay,
I don't know,
I thought it
not
was like,
like
I thought it was
an
like,
apple, but I
I
feel
thought you
like
like
you're-
split it up as like, okay, dish, like entree, dessert.
Yeah, we did, but
Oh, okay.
onion is none of those things you
Yeah, like-
think.
Well,
Well,
it's
like
a vegetable,
ingredients,
right?
like ingredients, because
It's
like
a
you have to have your
vegetable, yeah.
Yeah,
aromatics.
the vegetable, but like, are we like think like a potato? A potato is versatile. You can have fries. You can do whatever you want with a potato. And
Yeah.
yes, you can put onions on top of anything, but it's more of an enhancer, if anything.
Yeah.
Well, because that's what I was saying. Like it breaks down in the
That's why I always
aromatic
ask
category.
you, are you gonna eat that onion?
Yeah,
And then
and I
if
do
you're
eat
not,
the onion.
and
The
if, and if
whole
you're
onion?
not,
You
yeah,
eat
I'll
that
just
like
eat
an
the
apple?
onion. No,
right.
I'm not gonna be like, you're gonna eat the whole thing. Let's say we're eating out, right? The boys, and he
No
has
wonder you like Shrek.
what?
No
That's why
wonder
you
you like
copyright
Shrek.
Shrek, bro.
Yeah, he looks like human Shrek.
Wow,
He low key does.
I told him the other day he looks like human.
wow,
He's kind of right though,
crazy.
Eduardo.
Does he? Or is it
That
just, like,
shit
your
hurted,
memory?
bro.
No, it
did
didn't,
It
Eduardo.
did.
No, it didn't.
My feelings cracked,
Man, you always make fun of Devin. Why can't he make fun of you?
bro. I ain't never say nothing about this.
That's
Man.
cap.
You always like you always say Devin flosses with
He
a
says
mattress.
it, bro.
Editor, throw up a
that's
picture of human
crazy,
Shrek.
I looked at my phone. I was like,
Yeah, that's actually crazy. Send that to me, bro.
You've never seen human Shrek before?
Not with a beard.
It's fake, obviously, but like they give him a
Yeah.
beard. Everything's the same. Just give him a beard.
Human Shrek is basically.
That's you with like
Oh my god.
like different hair.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one Tyler showed
I
you.
didn't see the boot picture. I'm looking at it right now. Enhance.
That's
Oh
the,
my
that's the
God.
new. That's the new goal for Jim, bro.
Maybe
this should be
now,
new
maybe I do want to look.
Yeah,
Maybe
we
this is
should
your
with the
profile.
beard.
Maybe I do want to look like that, man.
Yeah,
I
that's
low-key do want to look like him.
Shawarma should make
Dang,
this
bro.
new
I wish
profile
I gave him the beard in the movie, bro. This kind of.
Kind of clean, bro. Shrek clean with the beard.
That's hilarious.
Whoa.
Human name would be like Jitward.
What?
Yeah, that's
Jitward.
Jitward. See, like there's Jitward and there's Jitward.
Yeah.
This is the guys who play Valorant with us. Remember that one kill? He's like, I never got in a win with Jet, and he got like 35 kills. That was Jitward. That was Jitward.
That was Jibbered. God, good laugh.
I don't know
But
why
yeah.
he looks so good with the beard.
He
though.
does. He looks. I'm
I think,
actually.
okay, I'm under the thought process that 95% of men look better with beards.
Mayhaps.
95.
95. Because you have like Jose. But like,
Man, Jose, we don't know
dude.
what Jose looks like with a beard.
Yeah.
I've seen him try to grow one. It's very patchy.
Well, that's
Yeah,
just
he gets
different.
the chin strap though. He doesn't.
Yeah.
get, like, a
Imagine
full
if he
beard.
actually got a beard.
Because like I have yet to see a circumstance of a guy getting like a beard that looks terrible.
There's archetypes that I can think of, like short guys, short like black guys, like
What, Kevin Hart.
Like
no, cause Kevin
Gabe?
Hart, cause Kevin Hart has a beard, and it's for like skinny. It's a guy from Rush Hour. What's that nigga's
Oh,
name?
Chris Tucker?
Yeah, Chris Tucker.
I think he would look good.
You could have good with a
Could
beard.
he? I don't know.
Okay, I think black guys are different because like your hair is different, so it shapes differently.
yeah,
I think it always looks. If you can get it cleaned up and edged up, it always looks good for the most
I
part.
guess.
As long as it's not like patchy.
Devin, can
if
you
it's
grow
like
a beard?
solid.
I've only
Um,
seen you with a goatee.
He
But
can.
if like if you had a beard,
It's patchy, so like when it does like grow, I'm like, this grows, but it doesn't connect to my chin, and it doesn't. It's all over the place. It's super patchy.
okay.
Yeah, like all my sideburns are super patchy.
see, I get like I didn't
Just
realize this was a
stimulate it.
thing, but there's like a big thing that men can't grow it right here under your bottom lip. Like that's like a big thing, and then also like the connectivity right here, because I have like this side connects a little bit, but this side is like a big.
Oh, mine's
Yeah, like
fine.
mine's
Mine's
fine.
fine,
Mine
bro.
goes down. Like I'm shaving right now because I'm in the military, but like
Mine
I say
connects.
go down, but it's like it's so close, but it doesn't connect. I'm like connect.
You're right there.
Like
It's
you're right,
free.
you're there
It's
right there.
Oh, never mind. Doesn't.
Yeah.
I was like, I thought mine did, but I had to think about it. I was like, nah, it doesn't.
No, I
But-
have the ball, and then I have a bald spot right
But I see my dad. I'm like, that's like the only beard I could potentially grow. Once it's like,
there. Just like the.
once I
the
start
line.
stimulating and start getting like beard products and like
Are
do
you
all
going
the
to?
You
yeah.
want to try it out?
Well, that's the thing is like a lot of black people look good with like the pencil beard. Like that looks good because you can edge up your your jawline and it can look good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or like when you last time you got your haircut, they edged up your beard so it was like lined up and like it looked good. Like even though it's not completely full, it looked a lot more complete because it's just like the cleanness of it,
Mm.
just sharp lines. Also like remember Coach Johnson from high school?
Yeah.
How he had like the mustache, but it's like the line right there.
Yeah.
I think that looks good too. Like that can look good.
Yeah.
It's a
I just think
line. What do you mean?
well, because it's not like a
Like a
full
slight-
mustache,
like a
but it's like a lot. Let me see if I can find it.
It's like pubic hair.
like a pencil mustache. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that's like a black old like coach thing. Yeah, like the
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
yeah.
I need
But he made it work. I could never do that.
Johnson, like, it was clean with it.
I think
Like
it's just
something
like,
like this, but like this is a little bigger, but like get it a little lower, but it's like low.
I know what you
Oh
mean.
yeah, okay, I got you.
Like I think for the most part, especially black people, you can pull off a beard. It's just everyone has a different style of
Yeah,
beard
like
that
that.
works for them.
Yeah.
Everyone can have like the James Harden.
Yeah,
beard.
James Harden.
Everything is different for your face.
Exactly.
But all in all, if it's styled to you, it'll look good. No matter
Exactly. Well, that's why like you have to really talk to like your barber or your stylist, and like they can really help you. Like
Or
even
your
if
friends.
it's even if it's patchy, like a lot of like barbers and stuff, they can work around patchy beards. They can make it look good.
Yeah.
It's just you gotta like trust the process. And sometimes it's like, well, it's not gonna look good now. So like Deven said, you gotta get the products. You gotta get like the collagen. You gotta get the stimulators, the caffeine, anything that helps stimulate facial hair growth, and that'll help connect the beard more.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of that's not really a hot take, but it's like my thoughts. I think a lot of
And
men
genetics.
can look better with beard. What?
And genetics with beards. Sometimes just you'll
Yeah,
be
some
shit
people
genetics.
just can't grow them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Well, like if you can't grow it, that doesn't take away what Tyler's
Well,
point
yeah,
is.
yeah.
you still would look good with it.
Yeah, his point's still valid.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone can have a beard and look worse than without a beard.
I see
Yeah.
what you mean. Okay,
Like
yeah.
you shaved, and I was like, bro, is this just like
Dude, I
male
look- I
Angie?
look-
You literally looked like male. Artist said the same thing. You look like a male version.
Dude,
of
I looked
Angie.
at myself in the mirror today. And I was like,
You're baby face.
I'm
That's
like-
why I don't shave, because I'm literally baby face.
I'm like,
hate it.
I low key missed the beard. I like shaved today, and I was like, I look weird without a beard. I don't know if it's just because I've had the beard for so long that when I shaved it, I thought I looked weird. But I
No,
looked
you
at it.
did.
No, you. Well,
Wait, to
Uh,
which
you
one?
it's,
did
it's
look
both.
weird.
It's
I look
both. Some people just can't look good because, like, let's say like Deven, who's usually clean shaven. If he were to grow facial hair as long as he can, he would look weird. It'd be different because your shaving is sudden, his isn't. But like, if I didn't see Deven and all of a sudden he had facial hair, he would look weird in my mind because I'm not used to him having facial hair. But people like you and I, where we literally we look like chunky lesbians. Like
Yeah.
we have baby face, and it's terrible. Like for me, I can't stand the way I look without a beard. I can't fathom the time before me trying to grow one. Even though I don't have a full beard, but anything's better than nothing because I can again shape it, make it contour my face
Yeah.
better.
I mean,
But
you
otherwise,
look fine
I
without
get-
the beard, Tyler. Your face wasn't like chubby.
Right here it is. On my
Is
jaw.
it?
Maybe not
really.
anymore, but definitely when I first got to college, it was like rounded out, and I looked like
I think
A
mine
fat
was
lesbian?
like
Yes.
that. That's why I was like, nah, no more shaving. But like, for the most part, I think you're fine now.
I think I still. Well, it's because of the beard. If I were to shave it off, you
No,
would see
like
it.
I can see your cheek. Your beard isn't hiding your cheek. It looks fine.
No, but it's like an optical illusion. It looks differently. If I were to shave it, you would see the roundness. It would be smooth, like it would be round.
I think what I'll do now is because
Like Eduardo, you could see through his beard, but it still didn't look bad. But now, not that it looks bad.
Yeah,
it's just,
yeah,
like,
I
it's
got you.
rounder than what you think it is.
Yeah.
Because you can shape up your beard to make it look different.
I think now it's because when I was shaving, I took off the little guard.
The
thing,
guard, yeah. You
just to
should
see
pinch
because
it.
I don't know like what guard I was
It's
gonna
It
use.
would be a 0 at
Yeah.
that point.
So I was just like, all right, I'll just take it off. I don't know which one to use. I'll just take it off, start over.
I always just go 4.
4.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's usually. I think 4 is like quarter inch.
I only have one guard on. And I never take it off because I'm afraid I'll forget. so I just keep it on.
No, I always use 4. I always
Well,
use 4.
I use my dad's
Clippers.
clippers, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I just take that hoe off.
If you could get a beard, Devin, what kind of beard would you go for?
That's the one.
Short
That's the one my
thing.
dad has, like the short one.
You wouldn't go for like a Kevin Hart beard?
That's like the more like, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Like my family doesn't really have a history with beards, so like, especially I'm a carbon copy of my dad, so his beard's like an inch off his face. I don't think that would just look good with that. I don't know.
Yeah,
Which is a lot.
I consider that.
Or not like an inch. I don't know. Like, I don't-
Well, I've seen your dad one time.
Like
with
no,
a beard.
like
I
no
consider your
joke.
dad.
Like for facial hair is a lot.
well, like,
Yeah.
well, so I'm saying like my guard is like a quarter or a half inch,
yeah.
and it's still like there. I'd say like your dad probably has like a medium
yeah.
size beard.
I don't like.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Oh, I don't think I've seen Devin's dad.
You've
I've
never
seen
seen my
him one
dad?
time with
Didn't
Not
we-
with the beard.
I've
'cause
seen
he
him
had-
one time with the beard.
For your birthday, I think is when.
Yeah,
the
I've never
last
seen
time I
your dad
him.
before.
Oh, that's crazy.
I ain't never seen your father.
I ain't never seen your father. Yeah, I think it was for your birthday. That was the last time I saw your dad.
Yeah.
And I don't remember him having a beard.
He never shaved it, so he has a beard. But
Probably because I always see you with a goatee, so I was like, I'm sure he just has a goatee.
no, it's all connected right here.
Yeah.
On the
So
face.
would you have sex with your female version of yourself?
All
Nah,
right.
I don't think so. Would
Why
you?
not?
I don't know.
I think potentially.
I think would I know that it's just me, but
Like it's a Loki situation.
am I bad? Like in the Loki situation?
it's you.
Yeah.
I love this girl.
Like she looked like who do you like? Who's like a Latina girl? She's like a Sofia Gomez. What you doing, Eduardo?
I might just
Is it like a carbon copy of himself?
I might just look at myself in the eye and be like, "Yo, let's not talk about this." Just
We're
one.
Nah,
carbon
but, like,
copy
we're
of the
there.
water. They're both like.
What?
We see you
Why?
guys? We're like what you doing with the water?
I'll be
from
like, I'm just
Multiverse
dabbing
2?
him up. Like, what's up, G?
You
You
mean
know?
him? That's not her.
Yeah, him is what I said, not him. Him.
Oh, him.
Him. Just
What you,
dabbing him
Devin,
up.
you don't think you are?
I mean, like what's the like? Is it just me but female or?
Yeah. Like it's like your personality, you're like everything.
So like,
you're,
if
But
there's
you
like an
are
alternate universe where you were born
Never mind.
female, everything's exactly the same, but you're a female.
I think
Yeah.
I would just be like, this is just me. So I don't know.
It's just an advanced form of masturbation.
Yeah, but this is me though.
So?
I mean, like, I think it's like, would I
Who
be
knows
attracted,
you?
or like, would I be attracted to myself?
yeah.
Who
My
knows you
personality
better than
type?
you?
Yeah,
True. She could be hitting spots you ain't never knew before.
She's
She
me.
going crazy
Exactly.
on you.
Devin, no,
She-
you said if you were a girl, you'd be a slut. Don't do that, Devin.
You did say that.
I said that mainly for the
You
joke.
said
and
you
then
said
the
if I was a
whole
girl,
squad
I'm
hit.
letting all though. I'm getting.
I mainly
I'm
said
slutting
that
around.
for
I'm
like
getting all
as a
this
TikTok
dick.
joke, because like TikTok guy like, bro, if I was a girl, I would just be filthy.
You said that before, didn't
You
you?
said that in
No,
high
no,
school.
yes.
You said
Yeah,
it
You
was
said
in
in
high
high school, Devin.
Yeah, no, I
You said
said
if I was a girl, like high key, if I was a girl, I'd get all the dick, bro.
I
That's
said
what
that
you
because
said.
I kid you, I copied this nigga's bar for bar. I forgot who said it.
TikTok wasn't a thing back then.
I didn't say
I
during
mean,
high
it
school,
was,
but
but
I didn't say
it was
during
kind
high
Not
of
school.
like that side of TikTok. It was like still like the
I forgot who it
music
was. I
thing.
forgot his name. He was like, bro, I'll just be filthy.
Oh, I know who
Yeah,
you're
you're saying
talking
that now,
about.
but
Who
like
said
back
that?
then you said it because it was like Eddie
said
asked
it.
this question like in the Fortnite
Did I?
days. He was like, "Would you have sex with your female stuff?" You're like, "Bro, if I was a female, I'm filthy." That's what you said.
Did I?
Yes,
I
like,
don't
I'm
remember
getting all
that,
the
but
dick, bro.
I remember. I
passed
mainly
around like
said
a
it because
blunt.
like the TikTok guy and dude, it wasn't Long Beach. It was someone like we all know. I
It's
just can't remember.
the guy that we were quoting?
Yeah, I was like, I'll just be filthy.
Isn't it?
Oh,
it's the Indian
It's
guy.
the Indian guy that me and you know him.
Okay.
But no, I
You're
mean,
big, my bad.
it doesn't matter. Like, do I find my personality type attractive? And I don't know. The people I kind of go for aren't like me. Like,
Yeah, do you
there's
think
certain
he'd like you?
There's certain aspects. Oh, yeah, what?
Do you think you would like yourself?
I mean, like, I like myself, but I don't
No,
think
but,
I don't think I'd be like attracted to myself.
Exactly.
I think the girls I go for don't really like have my personality.
So you don't think if there was another version of you like, would you be chill with him?
Yeah,
Like,
we will
be
vibe
vibing?
together. I wouldn't like be like.
But like, wouldn't you guys vibe with each other, ultimately leading to like, hey, this is a girl, and you mix the vibing with the attraction, and you fall for it, especially if she looks attractive.
No, because I vibe with a lot of people, and just because I vibe with you doesn't mean I want to have sex with you.
Like, if you vibe with like someone who do you think Rihanna's attractive?
Yeah.
Like, if you vibe with Rihanna, you wouldn't have any thought of it.
No, that's different because like I am how do I explain this? Yeah, but it's different because Rihanna ain't me though. She ain't like.
But if she was, like, that's your
What?
other
That's so
multiverse
different
you.
because
Well, he- no,
Rihanna's
he gave
personality
it-
type
he
is
gave
so much
Eduardo.
different than me. That you just changing Rihanna. That's not Rihanna at that point. This is
No,
me.
she
who looks-
is you, but she looks like Rihanna. That's what I'm saying. It's still you, but she looks like someone
It's
else.
not like the.
It's not like it's like face app where it's you but girl. Like, that's ugly. No,
No,
it's
it's not
like
that. It's like
they're
an
just your
actual-
personality.
I don't know. I would have to be in the situation because like even then like I don't know if I'm vibing with you. Maybe the thought would be like, oh, she's attractive. Maybe this could work. I don't know. I would. It would just be in the person type of deal. Cause I vibe with plenty of people. Like I was vibing with artists like in California. I had no thoughts like, yo, I might smash this girl. Like, no thoughts of that arose. I vibe with Natalie and other females all the time. Like, what are we doing? What are
Tyler,
doing?
what do you think? You think you would?
It depends.
On what?
Circumstance?
Yeah, because I'm not really like the hit and quit kind of guy. You know,
No, you can start a relationship with yourself.
Yeah.
that's pretty narcissistic, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the reason. That's the whole point of the question. Because if you say yes, it's like it's the ultimate narcissism question. If you would have sex with yourself, you're like a narcissist.
Yeah.
That's the point of the question.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. You guys both saying yes just proves that you guys were
I didn't say
narcissists.
yes.
You said maybe.
I was like, I would
So
have
you're
to
like
be there. But
borderline
like,
narcissist, then okay.
I said like,
Ardo
if
just said
anything,
no diff.
if anything, yeah, he know this. Like, yeah, I would.
Bro,
if anything, I was
you
leaning
said
more
she
towards
looks like
no.
Sofia Gomez. I was like, bro, say less. I completely,
still you,
I completely
though.
forgot it was me. I just,
See, he's just horny. I was like thinking about like, could I?
could
I was thinking
What do you
more towards
mean?
no, because I made arguments like I vibe with people all the time. I don't want to sex with them.
But you lie a lot though too.
I lie a lot.
Yeah.
You're also horny.
Yeah.
I'm only,
Are you gonna deny that?
No,
we have to
no,
roll
no,
back
no,
episode
no.
self-dicks.
The world's horniest man.
I'm only human.
Yeah, but I already explained like when I said horny, I didn't like I want to beat it off all the time. Just like I wanted a title akin to like
I use
the
it
most degenerate
interchangeably.
queen or something. And at the time, I was like, oh, world's strongest man, world's strongest man. It was a connection. It was a connection. At this point, I don't really like the name anymore because like the implication. But I can think of a different name. I mainly had it just because like you know me, I'm the Dojin guy. I'm Dojin lad.
Dojin lad.
Dojin dude.
the Dojin
Your
dude.
name, the Dojin dude.
The Dojin.
Yeah, next time Devin's a guest, we'll put featuring Dojin dude.
Dojin.
You put it on this one featuring Dojin dude.
Nah, you're
Nah,
the featuring.
yeah, you're the feature.
Featuring friend of the Dojin dude.
Friends with. No.
I can't feature anymore.
Yeah, you can. If Jose's here, you'll feature.
Why?
Because Jose has priority over you.
I'm just saying.
He's been on more episodes.
So
So he gets priority. He started it. He was there day one. You weren't. You didn't believe in us day one. Jose believed
don't
in
do
us.
that.
Am
Don't
I
do
right,
that.
Eduardo?
True.
Jose was there in the trenches with us. We had
Man,
the
I
boots on
wanted
the
to be
ground.
there. I wanted to be. I was never invited.
No,
I was never
no,
invited.
Devin did not want. Let it be known.
I've always wanted to make a
Devin did not have faith
podcast,
in us.
and y'all
He
made
did
a
not
podcast
believe in
without
us.
me.
You did.
He
Y'all-
kept saying, "You guys are not gonna succeed without me.
He's like,
I'm
y'all
gonna
ain't
watch
gonna
y'all
blow
fail."
up.
Yeah, and then when he saw us do okay, we didn't succeed.
Don't I
we did
cone?
okay.
Don't I cone own Jowp?
He said he said, "Oh, you guys are doing
Apparently
okay.
you
Let
don't.
me slide on an episode." And then now he's trying to be like, what's the word you use like that one time where he was like, what Jose did to you in the Boy Meets World arc? What was that called? Mooching?
Mooching, yeah.
Yeah, that's what
yeah.
Devin's trying to do. He's like mooch off us.
I'm pretty sure this contradicts because in episode 1, Eduardo already like debunked both of this. In episode
What's
1, the reason why y'all started this, Eduardo already explained all that.
Not because
well,
of you.
Yeah.
He name dropped me.
No, he didn't.
How much you want to bet? How much are we betting right now? He
He
named.
can re-release episode 1.
We will.
Don't do that.
I'll re-release episode
You lose the
1.
views in the comments though. You lose the views in the comments.
What are you talking
No,
about?
no, no. In YouTube, there's an edit feature where you can
Retcon it.
Yeah, re-release
It's
it.
like, it's like you can get like a million likes, and it's like this if you want to kill children. And it's like
What?
Well, no, you can't add audio. You can only like cut out audio or like cut out video parts.
okay.
I've always said that we should start a podcast
And they got it.
because of our Discord calls, and Eduardo brings it up. And
Brought up
he
once.
okay, he
I'll
still
just
brings it up.
He said it was his idea.
That's cap. I can play the audio.
That's not what we're doing here. We're here to talk. And
Are
not
we
here
gonna
to play
talk? We're not
audio.
playing audio.
We're not lazy TikTokers. We're here to talk.
Yeah.
Whatever.
We're not.
I'm not
the
saying like
TikTokers
this
who
was
sit
made
there and
because
just
of me.
let
I'm just
video
saying
play.
like I've always wanted to start a podcast, or I've known I've always wanted to make a podcast based on like what our calls be doing.
Let's ask Eduardo. Did Devin say that? Eduardo?
I can play the audio of him saying
Hey,
it.
I'm asking Eduardo. He's here. Let Eduardo speak for himself. Eduardo, is this Devin's idea?
I gotta think, bro. It's been a while since you've said such a.
Yeah, good thing we have recordings, don't we?
I gotta think.
Good thing you don't remember, right?
No,
I got
I
you.
know.
Hey,
bro, I didn't say it,
we're
though.
recording
Calm
today. You
down,
don't,
bro.
I
Put
feel
the
like-
phone away.
I feel like the lawyer
We're
from Donnie Chess
recording,
Trial.
bro.
I feel like the lawyer from Donnie Chess Trial. You don't remember?
We're
All right,
recording.
bet. Let me refresh your memory.
Let me refresh your.
Let me
See, he doesn't
refresh your
recall.
Let me refresh your
Let me refresh your
recollection.
memory.
But he is Amber Heard right now. I don't recall.
I don't recall. Oh, really?
Let me refresh your recollection.
is
This isn't a good look for you, Eduardo.
Is this you in this audio clip?
Nah.
I don't
Mayhaps?
recall.
But I don't recall.
Every time
Mayhaps.
I always see that, I always think about the kill, not the kill, the RDC skit. Like they caught you in 4K. Like this is the clearest thing I've ever seen.
That's not me.
This is the clearest
Or the
thing I've ever
Griffey,
seen.
the Griffey skit. He had
Oh
the
yeah,
same
where he like
one.
pulls up his IV.
Yeah, I did.
That's me. Like, why would you do that? I don't know. That's
I
not me.
don't know, that's not me.
We see your name. That ain't me.
Ain't me.
Maybe he looks like me. I don't know. Maybe he stole my ID.
It's a fake.
Yeah, deep fake. We live in a crazy generation.
That
Technology.
reminds me. How do you think you would deal with like another version of you coming in this?
Kill
world?
him.
Why? Why are you bloodlifted?
I don't know.
So what are you gonna do about the
twice
murder
as
charge?
productive
He'll
at
be a
that point.
menace.
Eduardo, he's you.
Eduardo, what are you doing about the murder charge? Since
Oh.
you're gonna be all like, I'll murder him.
And then I'll
You're not beating the
I'll
case.
go to jail, bro. I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know.
Why is it worth
I gotta
it?
deal with my consequences. They'll be like, "Why are you in here for?" I'll be like, "I killed."
Also,
myself."
how are you murdering yourself?
I
He has
don't
the
know.
same skills as you.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's
that's
also
not a
thinking
lot.
about you, so he's probably trying to
Yeah,
kill
if
you
he's
as well.
you too, he'd think the same thing.
We'll see. Best one standing.
And then who's to say Deven does just join in, like pick his Eduardo?
And I'll tell him no.
And then he has to be
Wait,
like,
yeah,
which one?
Tommy?
It's like the
What
situation
you
was like,
want?
which one's the real one? Which one?
Exactly. Would
Like,
you wanna
Eduardo
go
say
through
something
that?
only my Eduardo would know.
And they both say it because they're both the same.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're both
Yeah.
different.
Do you think you could differentiate?
I mean, depends. Is it just exactly Eduardo? Like it would just
Let's say it's Eduardo from
a different universe.
a different universe where just there's certain things different, but you don't. know what's
I would have to
different.
think of
Maybe
a
have to be,
question
like,
that only I
small
could
things?
ask. I could go ask like
Like maybe this man's dick just swings
Yeah,
to the
but-
left instead of the
yeah,
right.
but like Eduardo, like
Pull your dick out.
Oh yeah, you do know which way his curves.
pull
I
your
don't, I
cock
actually
out.
don't know that, but I'm like,
Oh no, he's lying.
Get hard and pull it out.
I seen it. I don't remember which way it curves. I'm pretty sure he wasn't even hard.
Eduardo, if Deven asked, if you were sitting next to like clone of you imposter, and he was like, "Get hard and whip it out," would you?
I'd be like, why?
Gun to your face. He has a gun to your face. He said, "I'm killing one of you. Pull your
I'd
dick
be
out."
like, we don't gotta do that, dog.
I feel like you would do
And
it.
then the
Eduardo.
other one would be like, yeah, I got you. And then I'd be like, ha, he's fake.
Nigga, he's you.
Oh.
I feel like you would, Eduardo. I don't think you'd question Deven. He has a gun in your head. I think you're gonna do it.
Yeah, I would do
You'd be like,
question him,
Deven's
bro.
methods. I don't know what he's doing, but he's got it.
Devin's got methods.
He's in the military.
I would just ask you a series of questions. You'd be like, have you sent a dick pic to me before?
I think the other one would answer the same way, though.
Maybe.
But he's
It
just
would just be
testing.
similar.
He's testing the
yeah,
waters.
I have to test
He's
the
trying to
waters.
see what's different. He doesn't know what's different.
Yeah, what would
Yeah.
your line of questioning be?
I don't know, like that one.
Yeah, I'm honestly gonna tell you in case.
yeah, what is
You're
it?
the imposter.
So, like, you get,
What are those questions?
Yeah, I was like, actually, yeah, what would you ask?
What
that
would you
imposter?
ask
like,
me,
he gets
huh?
sent to another
By the way-
universe and he knows all the answers now. He's like, I knew
It's like, don't check my closet. It's like in the closet, you see like other ones. Like, let me out.
hey, yo.
You
No.
tell me in the other version.
The reason why he went back
You're
to
the
it-
imposter right now.
He went
That's
back
crazy.
inside to get his mic, and the other imposter was like, and then grabbed the mic. and Was like, okay, time to go.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
How about like a scroll? Because a scroll takes his memories, so there's no difference. It's just
memories.
it's because I know there's a reason in Marvel they're like a way they can differentiate scrolls from the real person, because they take their memories but they don't take their like personality. So they kind of like in Marvel what they do is they talk to the scroll and they see how they like talk back.
Yeah, and I know Eduardo for a while. If the second this man says something I'm not used to, I'm like, nah, you're. He'd be
Bring
like,
him down.
indubitably. I'm like, no,
But then
die.
What if you just wanted to switch it up?
Nah, I'm like, nah, you're like,
I
die.
always switch it up with you guys.
No,
and
you
you're
don't.
like, and you're like,
He
you
walked
don't know
out
what
of nowhere and said mayhaps. You would have killed him.
You're like, mayhaps. I'm like,
What you mean by that?
I'll show him. I'll flash my Glock. Like, what was it?
I'll be like, you ain't never heard mayhaps before? Sometimes I'll just throw a new word.
Está aquí.
Sometimes I won't even know what the word means and I'll throw it in there.
Yeah, like gimmick. That's your
Exactly,
gimmick.
bro.
That's your gimmick, Eduardo.
That's your gimmick.
Exactly.
That's true.
You're just gonna catch me on like a day where I want to use a new word. And
Yeah,
that's
sure.
gonna
Eduardo
be
will say
by the
one
end
word
of
on
my day.
TikTok and be like, "Scrumdiddlyus." It's like what?
Scrumdiddlyus?
And Eduardo's like,
I would just get in an argument with him because I don't know Eduardo argues. The second I argue with him, he's like using facts. I'm like, nah, you gotta die.
Of everyone in the group, who do you think you're the most confident you could pick out an imposter from?
No one.
You gotta choose someone.
Oh, myself.
Jose.
No, not yourself. Obviously, anyone could.
What, you know Jose?
You
that
know
well?
it's you. Obviously.
Exactly.
No, I don't have to know Jose that well. It's just
100% success rate.
Jose is so basic that anything out of the ordinary could differentiate.
Maybe Eddie.
I don't know. I feel
Nah,
like Jose.
Eddie's off the wall sometimes. Like he
I
just
don't know.
Yeah, Eddie just be doing
He
shit.
just be, like honestly, if Eddie knew there was an imposter, he'd probably act like an imposter. He'd be like, "Why didn't you figure it out, bro?"
Yeah,
You know,
Eddie's
it's
an
like-
enigma. Eddie just does shit just to do it. I'm like,
He's a complete contrarian. He just does stuff just to be like on the opposite.
I don't know.
So he's like, "I'm the imposter. Shoot me."
my answer probably would be Eduardo. Only because it would be so easy for me just to get in an argument with that guy, and the second he does something like I'm not used to, I'm like, nah, you gotta die.
What would you, Eduardo?
I think Eddie.
You have to choose. You think Eddie?
I think
Why?
Eddie. I don't know.
I think he'd be probably the hardest actually.
I would say the
'Cause Eddie would
hardest.
like
I would
throw.
say the hardest.
I would say
I think
either me or Jose. As
I-
well.
yeah,
I would say
that's
either
what I'm saying.
Jose or
I think Jose would
Gabe.
just be easier.
No, I was like,
I don't think so.
Gabe and Jose are
what
definitely
would you
like-
have to differentiate a Jose from
the
another one?
responses.
to what?
They're the same.
Yeah, they're the same.
Okay, it's not the same. Like we're saying, it's the scroll situation. They have his memories. They know how to act like him. They're not gonna be stupid and be like, talk like I don't know. Talk
Yeah, but
different.
I know how like Jose talks. I know how he reacts to certain things.
So do they.
They know how he would
They know
react.
more
They have
about
his
him
whole.
than you do.
They have his whole.
actually.
They have his whole life.
They have his whole life.
Just all like in a file.
They
They know how to
call,
react.
just call it a gut feeling then.
I don't know.
I'd say yes, either Eduardo or Jose.
Gabe and Jose are definitely high tier on my. I'm like, dude, I don't.
High tier diff.
That's
High
high
diff.
tier.
High
Gabe,
diff.
because like it could be two different Gabes you're talking to.
Yeah, Gabe.
Yeah.
Gabe has different flavors.
Yesterday Gabe is different than today Gabe.
Yeah, Gabe has different flavors. So like when I do interact with him, I'm like, oh, it's this Gabe, all right.
It's this Gabe.
Let me switch it up.
I'll just put him up in the room
There's
like.
Monday Gabe and
I'll be like,
Tuesday
I'll be
Gabe.
like, quit scroll crutching, and they're like,
What?
what is like, I'm like, oh, I got you, I got you.
Yeah, I'm like,
Quit imposter crushing, bro.
You're gonna throw him off with the quick scroll.
yeah,
crutch?
he was starting using memes like, yo, dripping, and he starts laughing like, yeah, that's my Gabe.
I feel like Eduardo would be the easiest.
I'll be like,
Yeah, Gabe's.
you get jump scared. What's your scream? One of them's like, one's like, It's
Yeah, I'll just jump scare
Gabe to get jump scared.
Oh my god, this is scary. That's him.
like play Valorant.
Play Valorant real quick.
One of them's just like, oh, and then one of them's like, ah! Like they're fighting
like,
at
that
their
one's fake.
friends.
Oh, he's leaving his comrades. That's Gabe.
Like, are you the real Gabe? Let's play Fortnite. Do you have shields?
Like, yeah, yes.
Actually, yes. No, actually, I'd be like, hey Gabe, let's play some Fortnite, like from my house. And if he says yes, done.
Because we know you can't
Gabe
play
hates
Fortnite.
PC Fortnite. He hates PC Fortnite.
No, he
I mean,
just
like,
can't
that's
play
not fun.
Fortnite.
Yeah, I can't play it.
Yeah, he's like
It's not that he
incapable.
hates
banned.
Why are you
His
banned?
account.
See, me-
I got hacked. My Epic Games account got hacked. So I appealed to Epic Games saying I got hacked. They didn't believe me. They thought I was the hacker, so they banned me.
Just make a new account.
I can't. They like banned my email.
They're getting use a different
I
email.
don't want to. It's too much work.
All just for Fortnite.
Yeah, just for Fortnite, not worth it.
You can get the Epic Games launcher. Gives you a free game every couple
Not
days.
worth it.
But yeah, Eduardo's definitely the easiest.
I think so. Yeah. Because the same way with Deven, the same with Deven said, I'll just argue with him and I'll just see how he answers. Like, I know how Eduardo would answer in an argument. Sure, they know Eduardo's memories, but they can't take his cadence. They can mimic it as good as they want, but they can't take the way he'll. In the heat of an argument, it's spur right after.
I mean, that's how
another.
I was thinking with Jose.
We're questioning Jose though. He has time to think. Jose would think real Jose would think. In an argument, Eduardo's not having time to think about answers. He's just saying stuff like rapid fire.
Yeah,
you can't
like-
argue with Jose. He'll just he'll be slow regardless.
Okay.
And I'm useless without prep time.
You're not cracked with prep time.
I never thought I was cracked. I never thought I was
You're
cracked.
trash with prep time, honestly.
You might
Loki,
need
I
to-
think I'll take raw Deven over prep time.
Yeah,
Devin.
Why?
Because you like
no.
over prep for like the wrong situation. You're like,
Because I don't know.
I'm
no,
prepping for Superman Eduardo when he's just like Joseph Eduardo.
I'm just humming, bro.
You're like throwing kryptonite at him. He's like, that doesn't do anything to me.
Oh my god.
No, Devin, I just feel like your instincts are too good. Like, why would you not just want to rely on your instincts? Like, slight prep, but not really.
Yeah, prep time Devin's overrated.
It is.
I was overrated now. Just you wait.
To what?
For what?
For
Till prep
doomsday.
time, till prep time.
Doomsday.
Hey, next episode, prep time Devin's gonna be here.
True. I'm gonna be prepped.
You're prepping for the
I
episode.
don't know what to be prepped for. I prep for the randomest thing.
That's the thing. Like,
I prep for the random.
Devin has like his notebook. He's like, so Gabe, what's the topic for today? Today is this or that. And I knew it. That's why I have it written right there.
Devin's like
talking about this.
Devin has like a briefcase. He's like, this or that.
There it is.
Yeah, and you said prep time Devin was overrated.
And you're like, sorry, I mean that or this. And he's like, man, I hate it here, bro.
I hate it. He's like,
Just the one I didn't get here.
I can have shit in this house.
Bro has a whole binder but didn't get that one thing.
That would be my luck.
Today we're talking about animals. Devin's like, I don't know no animals.
I don't know.
Dogs.
That's-
I don't know.
I don't know.
I know one animal.
I only know
I don't
dog.
Monk?
Devin, what's your favorite animal? Oh, dog.
Baboon?
I mean, I have a favorite animal.
Ow. What's your favorite animal? Dog, cat?
It's a tie between fox and red pandas.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
What's yours? Devin Otter? I mean,
Yeah.
Eduardo?
Devon.
Tyler Tiger?
Yeah.
Otter or pandas? Yeah.
Pandas, basic boy.
Base panda.
Yeah, base panda.
Why? You know they're stupid, right?
Yeah.
You know they're actually
They're
like,
charming.
actually like dumb. Like
Yeah.
they won't
Yeah.
have
Maybe that's why he
They're
likes
so
it, 'cause it reminds him of
charming.
himself.
It's charming that they're dumb.
charming. They can't even have sex with them, like each other. Like they.
No, I know.
They have
Yeah,
to
like they
force sex.
they put themselves like
I
we
know.
extinct animals. They themselves extinct
know.
each other.
I know.
Because they don't want to have sex.
They're like, no, this is bamboo.
Yeah, this bamboo
Yeah,
bee.
there's
be
no
it.
nutrients in the bamboo. It's like you're just dumb. You're like you
And,
shouldn't
like,
exist.
And, like pandas with their young.
And what was like the what's his name? Denji from Chainsaw Man. He's like, he's just like me for real.
For real.
For real.
He's just like me. I don't know. I just like pandas.
Like they're actually dumb. Probably why you like them.
I mean, they're cool to look
like
at, but like
koalas.
knowing the lore after that, like
Koalas are also dumb.
I know. I don't like
you named
koalas.
two of the, like, the dumbest animals.
I don't like koalas. Is
I
what
like
said.
goldfish, bro. Like
The goldfish memory, just like mine for real.
For real.
I think I got the elephant memory though.
do you
Yeah.
Maybe. Probably.
spell April scabbard?
That.
You never learned to spell that. I already scabbard. Smearga.
April scabbard. Schmearga.
It just sounds like noises.
It is noisy.
Like
It
action
is.
noises.
It
Action
is.
noises.
It is. Schmearga.
Smearga.
What?
But yeah.
Mm.
Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the JOJO podcast. You can follow us on Spotify and Anchor. Of course, subscribe, like, comment, share on YouTube and all that. And we'll catch you next week.